over the course of this weekend, God only knows. One last time here in Black Ops 7. These squads will go toe-to-toe.
And on this map frequency, the overall hardpoint record's good for either side. I just know that that map that OpTic had against FaZe on frequency set fear in my heart. Miles, we have a unique view. We're actually sitting behind OpTic on the stage, or at least they are in our line of sight. They were warming up on this map, watching Dashy shoot bots, laser lock, Shotzi working on his movement. For OpTic Gaming, the opening break, they can set the tone.
Here we go. Into the elevator. And the kills for Hook and Shotzi there on the OpTic side. Metal's on the dance, and he has been the X Factor. He's been a hero for the Heretics. And the Mercules, brought down immediately. Metals with the big 2 and the Heretics on time.
Metals no stranger to this map. He was on the original Spanish roster, the first time Spaniards went pro in the Call of Duty scene back in Black Ops 4. One of the original players of Take My Vamos. Well, he's trying to take it all now. 4 spree, make it 5, great shots, and a team kill rolling through from OpTic. Still gonna bang out the time, but they get wiped away. That is a hellstorm. Metals starting off his first Grand Finals appearance with perfection.
All those many years ago, he'd be closer and closer to his war machine as well. Rolling back the years here for Metals. What a run. 6-0 so far. That's going to be streaks, and that's going to be a healthy lead right now for the Heretics. P2 open for business. OpTic Gaming nowhere near it. They are the red arrows on the minimap. The blue ones are the Heretics. They are soaking now in this new time. OpTic want to breadstick collectively as a team.
Brother, this guy would get a gunship if we had it available. This is the perfect start. OpTic only a single second. They're getting shot in the back, picked apart, and Metals is good for 10.
We're looking for the next pistol kill, but Dashy, big iron on his hip now on the attack towards time. That's the perfect break, and the wipe indeed. Heretics down.
And make note of that time. It was 54-1 when they got that 4-man wipe. Let's see how OpTic can handle when they're in control.
This is not an easy hard point to hold on to. No trophy systems here. You are going to eat every single tactical and lethal thrown through that doorway. Mercules, though, he is the lethal threat right now. Another 4 dead.
Rinse and repeat. Put him back in spawn. This is the blender. This is the spin cycle.
So far, a healthy hold. And you're keeping the Heretics trapped right now if you're OpTic. They will look happily towards that new hard point. In fact, Mercules basically spawns in it. Left-hand side, that's where we go now. And this is an awkward turn. Unable to get a man on the backhand side, so now Heretics, they will be flooding in from the left. That is the spawns flipped. And what a time to do it. Can Shotzi stay alive here, alone, waiting for the reinforcements? There's the contest.
I feel like these teams are still learning how to properly block these spawns. You have to go way deeper than I would expect. Still, though, the battle on the time, you can spawn trap from either direction. It was 54-1 when OpTic got that first 4-man wipe. They have been firmly in control of this game. They're about to take the lead.
That's how hard point goes. Here come the Heretics. Real over the top with Super, joining him in the fight. Shotzi in the close quarters battle. That NPC submachine gun putting in the work in a big way. Shotzi with a dead nade. Leaves a little gift for any members of the Heretics willing to push forward, but right now, it is a lovely hold. Heretics on a late break, and Metals has slowed down. 11-6 in the kills department.
Yeah, from the first perfect 10-0 start, things have been a little bit different, but the tides have turned. Heretics are shifting it, but the moment they need those rotational gunfight wins, OpTic as an entire full squad unit, they've made it inside. No trophies and good trades, and Metals knows you need this bailout moment.
Here comes the Hellstorm early grab, late investment, forces OpTic inside. The splash damage on this missile might catch all 3. It looks like it goes awry, so not a fantastic streak, and unbelievable shots from Dashy, who joins in the low side of pipes. We're almost halfway through the last hard point of the set.
May very well hit a novel part of the map. Either way, mishap, OpTic taking full advantage. And for the first time, all map long, OpTic have taken the lead.
Change. Albeit a single second. It's bound to change again in due course. Well, our hard point now, 15 seconds to go. And OpTic absolutely swinging. Kills not that impressive. The hard point time, absolutely that. That's the name of the game. KDs only get you so far here in the professional Call of Duty world. And now, back to the elevator, back to hard point number 1. This is the second set of hard points here. We play first to 250.
Well, OpTic hitting it from every angle, but it looks like Heretics have it covered. Mercules last man standing, taking care of business. It is going to be nothing but NPCs swarming around this time.
Real spree done. Renkor's going to find himself a couple. But once again, the Heretics, they love this style of hardpoint. This little ring around a Rosie, the bait and switch, that really aggressive Spanish style of COD. Throwing caution to the wind. Rancor brought down on the right flank. Now the attack through the middle for OpTic, but the pinch is on here. Heretics have got to try to survive this, and so far, no easy task. OpTic on the attack, OpTic on the break.
Yeah, Mercury's good for 2. He has loved this P1 on frequency, and of course, shots with the movement, even when he doesn't get kills, always good for the bait, just to break up the angles. Mercury's, well, found himself in between a pair of players, ends up getting caught, and now Heretics surge forward, but this is only for the time. And actually, no, it does force the spawn out. They are fast enough to put Dashi on an island by himself, trying to hold the back line.
Dashi on an island by himself, still getting the job done. What a two-piece. He might have had Wilson there to back him up. That might be the name of his M15. And those 2 kills really help. OpTic somehow find a way into hardpoint again. Hook on that right flank. Watching out for the nades and the stuns this time around. The trophy system still not ready here for OpTic. That's the field upgrade they'll be throwing in there that will eat all the projectiles thrown. Helps fortify a position. Essential on a hard point like this.
Ooh, don't cast him away. Yeah, that team kill's gonna hurt. Hugis loves some team kills at EWC, and it is gonna be a punishing moment, enough for Heretics to make their way inside. 20 seconds, plenty of time to fight for.
Hold it on. 20 seconds is gonna go a long way. You might be seeing the lead change again. Well, there's another nade. Trophy system's very, very close. Low right-hand side of your screen. See that little bar fill up, and as soon as they appear, very, very helpful. Watch for that placement as well. Another 3 dead for the Heretics.
Yeah, OpTic cover every single exit, and that means those Heretics players spawning all the way across the map. Super thinking about the deep route, but this is a hike and a half to get there. OpTic, this is a perfect setup on the minimap. Shotty on the chase. Super, well, he's good for 1. Can't get the second, so Shotzi covers him. All the actions in the front.
Merc on a run here. Oh, he's flowing around the map like water. Beautiful stuff here. OpTic with a wonderful bit of control. Let's go for a fly Saudi, a check-in, and see how they sound.
Middle, right?
I'm picking up you. I'm picking up you. Stay down.
They're going to you. Window, watch your window.
Wait first.
He's pop.
Okay, let's just contest.
He's under plat. Leave window.
I'm top.
Window top, leave plat.
I'm gonna chop. Close. Plat. I'm top. Plat. Dead.
Window, watch out. He's living window.
They're both window. I got you.
Window. I spawned roll. I think he's still window.
Window. Yeah, he is.
Window, one shot, guys.
I died up hold. Okay, let's trap our side. Okay.
Play together.
I'm going our side.
Play together. I'm down to go our side as well. I'm down to go. He might be in a corner. Close on me.
Yeah, he is. He's still pipes. Nothing.
I got him on our side. I'm one shot as fuck. He's pushing me outer. Outer record.
Yeah, other guys in there. Both there. He shot in there.
Watch out middle, super.
He was in there.
Inner really weak ranker.
Heard you.
I went underground right now.
Get in our side. Someone still play mid. Last guy still play mid.
Our I like to do.
Still there. Half health in there.
There's it. See the trophy? Outer just scanned. He scanned that time. One's our side pipes. What? Delete's weak inner.
I'm trying
He probably went back to their side. Or he's going now. Yo, 200 on me. Metal's one. Another one inner.
You can hear the stress. This one is going to be a dogfight. Only 15 seconds separating these 2 teams. 6 players currently standing on this time. First 2 kills go in favor of the Heretics, and that might be enough to give them the pressure. So much so the Heretics, thinking about the rotation, they got the bodies at old, they got Metals inside of new, and where he falls, his teammates trying to pick him up.
There's blue arrows across the top side of the map. Oh, what a turn. That is an absolute smacking. Dashi picks up the trade. New hardpoint up. 3rd set of hardpoints here on Frequency, a throwback map from Black Ops 4. Already up to 7. Good lord. Time is flying. Time of the hardpoint flying right now for OpTic. Lovely stuff here from Dashi, just keeping Rancor at bay. Mercury's on that trade, and the contest is continuing. And both sides of the elevator are cleaned up by the Miracle Maker.
And this is worst case scenario for the Heretics, because you are spawning on the wrong side of the map. Mercury's gets to be the roaming Slayer. Front lane covered, waiting for the intel on the guys towards mid. He gets to go on the pinch, and he's good for 2. And pay attention to these spawns. It is going to be Heretics again, so far away. Super might soften up the push, but this is still golden time for OpTic.
It is the front line now getting ever so closer to Hook, and the damage is outrageous. You're happy to take the fights here, but you still want to maintain that right-hand side as Shotzi gives you 3. 22 and 22 overall. Unbelievable.
This is devastating. Now you're going to be down. This is the largest lead OpTic have had all game, a 40-point margin, and they're fully set up around the new time. You're taking the left lane. Dashi's watching that. You try to bang it out through the front. OpTic simply have everything covered.
Yeah, here come the trophy. It's going to be an incredibly challenging break. Heretics is going to get it done with the guns. No stuns will make their way through unless they do manage to shoot those out. So Merc holding it down, Keeping the kills going, 225-ish and climbing. We are very close to the win. Heretics denied entry. Heretics forced away. Mercules finds kill number 30, and we could be looking at a win.
Yeah, that should be your game. The way OpTic have played this, their resurgence after the first 2 hills on point. The team when they hit flow state, nothing else like it. Heretics, though, that is a nice punch. And if OpTic are spawning on the right side, well, Mercules knows the importance of taking these routes and sort of breaking away from this spawn. And Heretics, well, they have an idea, but this might just be the battle for the new time. And Mercules just needs to get away.
He's got to keep running, keep running. Can OpTic spawn up? No, they're still on the right-hand side. So Mercules still a man alone behind enemy lines now. Anything he can do to buy time is valuable. His teammates are battling their way across time. Heretics now digging in. A player has just jumped past him. Super unfortunate timing. And Mercules! A 2-piece rendezvous on the hard point, and we're looking at a map 1 win. Merc on the back door. What a play! What a life! Map 1.
Young man calls game. They bring him into the squad, and he feels like the panacea. And that poisonous spawn, his teammates get daggered. 3 spawning out at the old hill. Well, he makes the bailout play, times it perfectly. He's not just a shooter, kid can think.
That really is a heads-up play. The run across map absolutely won his teammates the game there. You are trapped on one side. What does he do? Evades, infiltrates the lines of the Heretics, managing to get there without alerting anyone whatsoever, under the radar the whole journey. And just when you need him the most to give you 2 kills, outrageous work. Mercules, he's given OpTic so much over the last few years. An unbelievable addition to the squad.
And on the flip side for Metals, that scorching hot 10-0 start, Hellstorm earned. I don't know what the stats are for the finality of it, but I think he might have gone on about a 9-25 run through the stretch. The Hellstorm whiffs, doesn't connect on anybody. Couple painful moments, and well, this especially is one of them. The double nade kill. The moment Heretics break through the time, create a degree of opportunity, they just get slaughtered. And of course, well, Metals picks up the 3-piece towards the end. Mercules just makes the play, gets out of dodge, repositions, plays the patience, wait for his teammates. He's great comms, great coordination, a very calm approach there for map 1.
Back-to-back Esports World Cup champs, 25 and 26. Yeah, that's not wrong, mate. You are close to it. You're quite far off that 99.9%. You've still got a long way to go here in this best of 9. That man on the left-hand side of the screen, standing in front of you, Metals, he has had an outstanding time in Paris. He really has been a serious contender for a superstar search and destroy player here at the tournament.
One of the best to do it. We see here in Black Ops 7, opening duels, especially for Mercules on point. Metals not too far behind. He is sort of that focal player for the team. His Metals, that X factor. When he is having success, so shall his team. Or he starts to struggle, or when the kills are at least not flowing his way. Heretics as a squad certainly struggled. Fun battle though for map number 1. For the beatdown we have seen OpTic deliver on frequency. Much more of a closely fought game. I know especially as a team when it comes to S&D for the Heretics, 6-1 record overall. And this has been the thematic thing for the Heretics squad, especially at the start of the year. It was when their S&D was on point, when Super was the best sniper in the world, the team was having a ton of success, looking like a top 3 squad. They've never been able to deliver that on LAN until now. Grand finals and no better competition than OpTic.
He really has been an impressive sniper in BO7. It has turned many search and destroy rounds on its head. Incredible factor to consider for opposing teams. Dashi, that man closest to you on your screen, he's the sniper there for OpTic. A world-renowned sniper. He has crossed the boundary into pop culture, into the mainstream with his skills with the weapon. This tournament, what a fantastic place to showcase it.
I'm not certain we can say we've learned anything about how Heretics are going to do in the grand finals. It was a solid map 1, but they get the hands. That's just how frequency was probably going to go. S&D, I think, is where we learn immediately. That 6-1 record, it has been their strongest point. OpTic obviously going to be able to battle against them, and OpTic even have a better opening duel win percentage. OpTic, they've had a couple mishaps. Man advantage, they can never be too confident. Heretics have to be able to capitalize in this game mode. If they don't, might be a quick grand finals.
Real saw plenty there with that opening break. Oh, and Metal's taking the tags as well. Still no casualties either side. We're seeing a lot of damage being dealt, but no actual finishes. Real spots out a little bit here. This is a very close range engagement. Hoop on the other side of that threshold. The hops through elevator. You can see how mobile these players are in Black Ops 7. You're able to traverse a map like Sake incredibly quickly.
Well, Shotzi's in position. He's going to be lying in wait just for the go button. Once the noise is there, he's going to get active. Real's good for 2. Shotzi's getting active, and the cleanup man dead. Now it's going to be Rancor left in a 1 versus 2. Good news, he has bomb. And 40 seconds to work with. It's feasible.
He has a frag grenade too. I mean, those players are now crossed out into the wide open. They're right behind him. There they are. Can't tag one. A shoulder shown for a second, but this nade, oh, this could sting. This could level the playing field. What bit of damage. 20 seconds. Still chasing ghosts out here in the garden. And to his pistol he goes. A trusty sidearm in any other situation, but that 2v1. Crushing.
And what a lovely look without the X-ray of how difficult it is to track those players. A shoulder gets thrown, it's only a pixel. The reposition behind the rock, even when the nade connects, it's just the bait. Rancor's doing the right thing, playing for the second guy, expecting the protection. But as quick as Hoop hops in the window, hops back out, whether it's him or Shotzi, the BO7 Demon's movement, so difficult to track.
I love that you brought that up, how hard it is to follow those players. We'll do a lot more of that here in this grand finals, turning off the COD caster feature to see through walls. And that is outrageous.
Unbelievable.
What could he have hit if not a man's head or upper body? Unreal. Super. Sorry, mate. Great shot.
Confirmed, brainless. Nothing going on up there.
Nothing going on up there. Went in and out, no questions asked. Close right. Metal's down. Dashi, lovely first blood. A gift, if anything. And wow, they line up together. Hand in hand. 4v2.
The roaming Wolfpack, all these bricks flying around towards P3.
We're flying. There's another. No way you can kill them all, Rancor. I don't think you have enough rounds in the magazine. Gets away with his life for now, and here come OpTic. When you have the numbers, you can absolutely throw caution to the wind and really comfortably get the job done. 2 rounds to nothing.
Great first blood from Dashi. Real tries to make the play, but just slides into a pre-aim. Effectively a free round. I mean, that's a single gunfight won by Dashi, and then it just collapses seconds later. No stranger to the grand finals. No nerves on that side of the stage.
Lovely little sprees developing here. Shotzi 2-0. Mercury's on a 2-kill spree also. Fantastic nades over the top. We have seen some unbelievable mastery of the lethal. The frag grenade play here in BO7. Everyone healed up, damage dealt. Oh no, not everyone healed up. Hoop brought down by Super. And now Shotzi trying to level the playing field. A sneaky spot here in the top window of the distillery.
And this is where we get to learn, can they convert the 4 versus 3? Heretics need this round.
Sally, you've given them the advantage. How far will it get them? And they are roaming this together. They're running a Mercules. And Mercules, wow, he made a meal of it. They brought down as much as he could. And the damage here from Shotzi also. Back to the top window we fly. Shotzi, a ghost here on Sake. Super finds a corner, begging for a player to turn his way. And Real to Dashi. Spots the next man in the 1v1. Round and round we go. Super in the back. In any other situation, it might be considered bad manners. Dashi wins the duel.
It's also a round for Heretics. They get the first blood and cannot convert. The system just not good enough. The trade's not quick enough. Shotzi gets the kill, disappears uncontested. And Dashi, I mean, they ran away from him. Super doesn't go for the immediate trade. He's trying to take a route and catch him off guard. And he simply gets juked. The timing, not on his side.
Timing, an incredibly important factor here in Search and Destroy. So many ifs, buts, maybe. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, would have missed the snipe. If not for a touch of flinch. Got lovely work from Rancor. Maintaining position by the stairs. Real now by the bomb site. Oh, for the love of all things sacred. A team nade Not here, not now, B-bomb plant.
It was first blood number 2. Now Rancor is going to get caught reloading. They simply do not have it. They are not shooting back.
The last man, Metals. Here he is. Not a soul on his screen. He can see nothing. He's surrounded. OpTic converge. Another round goes their way. So far, perfect on Sake.
Yeah, Super loves those nades. He has had success in this tournament, hitting that exact same spot. Now your teammate's standing there. I mean, back-to-back rounds, Heretics get the first blood, and this one just painful. And just chucks it directly at him.
This is Merc harvesting those members of the Heretics in the outer Zen Garden. A frustrating round there for the Heretics. And again, this is going to start to test the resolve. You're only 2 maps in. You start making mistakes like this. They do form a little nest egg in the back of the head.
And you get that spot check in the interview with Rancor where he understands how serious this is, how tough of a task. They want to have self-belief, but every round that goes by, it is just going to drain from their eyes. Knife out and gunned down.
It starts to hurt. It starts to sink a little deeper. These rounds get a little chaotic. And when you lose them to wild smoke plays, your game plan's gone out the window. First contact is completely lost. Heretics have got to remember the sort of plays and the confidence they had that got them to this point. This is starting to get very much away from them here. This is map point for OpTic. Heretics yet to find the round.
This might just be a 6-0 stomping.
See what we can find here. Heretics, watch those blue arrows. They're trying to take something, but Shotzi is reading this patiently, slowly. Not a whole lot happening here elsewise. They've gone down low. OpTic, the second floor. We're hoping for someone to get a little bit curious. Try to find something down low. There we go with Real, the first blood. Bomb plant, down a man in the post-plant position. Metals, his corner pays off, but it's Real again in the feed. Real down, trade's good. This is exactly what you wanted for the Heretics.
Hercules in a 1v3, bomb down though. A near impossible task. And that was the missed opportunity. Had to basically get that one to have any hope. And the route is just too distant. Heretics on the board.
The fans tried. Try as they might. Heretics too confident there. Bomb successfully defused, the 3v1. As you said, a nearly impossible task. Let's face it, at EWC we have seen many 3v1s. Our pros making the impossible possible, but the odds are still astronomically low.
It's very true. Well, credit to Real in this round. Gets the first blood. There for the trades for the second guy, but just wins the gunfight clean. That is the efficiency from the Heretics we are accustomed to expect. And a first blood that Metals is going to have to fight for. Dashy has stood his ground and escaped with his life, but the trap is going to be set, but not good enough. The smoke causes you problems. And finally, Dashy falls.
That's not ideal. Metals fighting forward. Only to an early grave, and this is it. This is the final chance, Super. You have to win the 1v3. If you can recover the bomb and get a plant, that might help you out here, but OpTic all over it. All around it. They might give some space here as Super. At this point in time, he is praying for an OpTic member to wander into his sights, and it is not going to happen. Here comes the check. They're inside the bottom of the bar. Might be able to grab bomb. The clock's starting to tick here. Can't get it done. Heretics down 2 here in the grand finals.
Search and destroy, the necessity, the open lane for Heretics to find a victory. Our first test here in the grand finals to see how they were going to look, and it was not pretty. OpTic Gaming in flow state. Not that this is a team that lacks any confidence, but they're going to be feeling good now.
Rightly so. That's a very confident dispatch from 6-1, an ideal score to be found in the grand finals. That sets the tone for the rest of the search and destroys that we might be seeing here. Heretics not looking like themselves. that efficient style, that confident play, that blistering pace. They've been stopped dead in their tracks by an OpTic team that have already checked the confidence. A sign of things to come, or is it just a bump in the road? We'll find out a little bit later. For now, it's to the desk.
You know, when I first saw the championship whites with the gold accents, I was questioning it. I was like, is that really OpTic's colors? They're normally white, black, green for me. The gold seems to be fitting on a championship Sunday, up 2-0 and looking like the returning champs they are here at EWC. We welcome in the whole team here at the analyst desk. And I want to start with you, Enigma. Did you wear green today on purpose?
I think I joined nameless on this one. I'm thinking it might be a Falcons and OpTic ending. So we very much so tried to fit the vibe, but my God, we're going to be glowing in green very soon, I think.
We heard Hydra call a 5-0 Rosalie at the end of the 100 Thieves third place win. Something. It's kind of looking like that if it goes to all search and destroy. So let's start there, Nameless, and walk me through the highlights because most of them belong to OpTic. A 6-1 finish in game 2.
Yeah, OpTic are playing phenomenal. And on the map 1, obviously we saw Mercury's pop off, but in this game 2, Heretics made it extremely easy for OpTic. They're falling into old bad habits. You see them just a little disjointed. First Blood's obviously heavily on the side of OpTic. And, you know, when we saw this, Sake, and we saw it up against 100 Thieves, we knew that OpTic have just gotten to another level on this map.
100%. And what's crazy about this map number 2 as well is it's like, yes, Den S&D is strong for OpTic, but they felt this earlier in the weekend. So, like, there was VOD review for Heretics to go and do some brushing up on, but I think you touched on it. I think they just lost a lot of gas under the tank, and you saw the small mistakes, like a teammate coming through. They're not getting their opening picks. They're not playing for each other's trade, which just doesn't feel like the Heretics that we saw earlier this weekend.
OpTic doing a great job of trading out every kill possible. My question is, what is more impressive, Mercury's getting these kills in front of people or Dashy pistoling them in the back?
I think every time I tune into the Dashy pistol, I just lose my mind. That guy may as well just run that as a primary. Obviously, Mercury's looks great. Yeah, Dashy's absolutely standing out here in a map that you said earlier they look best when they swing and hit pretty much every single wall. Feels like they feel great on Sake right in the middle of it.
All smiles for Shotzi. He knows how close they are. This is a best of 9. It's going to take 3 more wins, but with 2 in the book, all things are pointing to another OpTic repeat here at EWC. Allie, let's take a look, though, at our first game because this was our respawn, and if you're a Heretics fan, you're hoping you can keep pace with OpTic Gaming. Did they do that here on the newest map, and can they as we go to some familiar faces moving forward?
Well, it's painful because the start of this map obviously was Metals going on a 10 spree, right? And so, like, already we thought, okay, Heretics are warm off the gate, like this could be a map they steal away, and that would have been huge because Frequency was looking like a good map for OpTic Texas, and fortunately so, that's how the cookie crumbles. Mercules picks up the NPC and just starts frying the Heretics hand.
It was the second rotation P1. You saw Mercules, for this guy to be so young, I don't think he played any Frequency way back in the day. Pushes all the way out, goes on like a 4 or 5 streak, and they just extended their lead by so much. And you see 40 already in the series. Mercules, man, this guy is an absolute beast.
Frequency, a great map back in Black Ops 4, added for EWC, the first time we've seen it at professional competition. 40 kills on the map. He drops a 174 with over 5,000 damage, and this was a blowout win in hardpoint. It wasn't even close. You got to think he could have passed the 6K mark.
Honestly, he was just absolutely tearing the opponents apart here, but it's the way in which he plays it as well. That late stage slows things down. It feels like he's been around forever at this point, a veteran player in the moment, shot things out with a 3. Really nice mace. Great work from him on the Frequency, but also, remember, he wasn't around when this map was there, yet he's playing it fundamentally so well despite its new addition.
Now, OpTic played against 100 Thieves on Scar and Overload. How did that go earlier today?
Oh, listen, that map was a statement yesterday we saw versus FaZe. Like this, in the Scar Overload and Overload in general, OpTic are just going to have a massive advantage up against these guys. The one thing that I want to see different here, we didn't spend too much time talking about Heretics, so let me hit it. Rencor has to play for the team, bro. This guy was playing alone in the search multiple rounds, not playing for the win in the clutch. We saw it in the last couple of series. They were 11-3 map count coming into this. They were playing as a unit. They're falling back into old bad habits. If we don't see that early in this map, I fear it's a 5-0.
Keep your eyes on Rancor. Keep your eyes on Heretics. If they want hopes of staying alive in the grand final, you need a win in the next 2. We send it back over to the caster desk for game number 3.
Thank you very much, team. Almost ready to run to our 3rd map of this grand finals, Overload. Brand new mode here in Black Ops 7, and it has treated us very well. We have had a ton of fun with this one. Thanks to our friends at Treyarch for putting it all together and supporting it throughout the year. So now, OpTic, really good at it, Charts. Pretty good indeed.
I'm scared
Why?
for the Heretics.
Yeah, why?
I'm not scared for the hate watchers.
Oh.
The hate watchers are going to be having a fantastic time.
Yeah?
Enjoy. It's decent hours over in the States.
It really is, actually. 10 p.m. here in Paris. This late night in Paris. Treating OpTic Gaming well so far. That doesn't mean it can't change. We saw a reverse sweep in the third place matchup between the Falcons and 100 Thieves. Now for Team Heretics. Time to dig deep, fellas. Your Overload game has not been bad at all. OpTic's statistically better, but Heretics statistically better at Search and Destroy. And how did that go, Chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-1 if you've just joined us. And that's what we're playing for, a mountain of money. And that incredible trophy, OpTic, it will be their second back-to-back if they can do it. For the Heretics, their first trophy in the Call of Duty world. At this level, what a thing to do.
Yeah, we're going for Ghostals here. Keep in mind for OpTic, they're actually one of the better teams at denying the device control for the other squad. So even though they have lower scoring games, it's really about their opponent scoring much, much less. And of course, OpTic on this map, when they hit the flow state, I mean, clearly they are perfect at this map.
Scar Overload, here we go. 2 5-minute halves. Oh dear, to score as many overloads as possible. That EMP item in the middle of the map, that's what we're fighting over. We're going to grab that and try to run it through to one of 2 goals. And right now, one of those goals has a Shotzi in it. This one's got a Merc and a Dashi. And on comes Hook, running the EMP forward. Here comes the first.
And this might be turned into more. You are living in their spawn. Well, they clean them all up. Okay, Heretics can take a small breath, but that is not how they wanted to start out this Overload. Any bit of hope they had, that life being strangled out of their eyes.
So far, the thunderous roar of the Let's Go OpTic here late night in Paris. Shotzi is still alive and well in the spawn of the Heretics. The top side EMP, look at him move. This is truly a confident man and a confident team netting their second. We're styling on him now.
I mean, brother, Shotzi's movement was better in ranked at midnight the other night, able to hit that outer blue wall, outer green, sorry. He's feeling good. He's doing 360s. They're going to be spinning on it for the rest of this map. Take care of the guys in your spawn. Yep, any pressure Metal and Rancors had, taken care of. All 4 down the line. It's spawn out again. Hoop is feasting. 9 kills for him. The defense for Heretics on this push is going to be good. But OpTic players, they've just been taking turns going for the spawn kills.
That was Rancor and Real. That's a lovely bit of defensive work just to stay alive. EMP still technically, well, for a second longer was available. But back to its spawn it goes now. This is the last time we'll see it in this position. Now we'll go back over to the middle after another capture. Pick up now. Possession from OpTic. Big kill from Shotzi. He's 4th in a row. The carrier drop there, and as Rancor and Super get theirs. A nice 2-piece. Heretics with a bit of space here, and now possession.
First opportunity. Super pop in the mute field. Gets the help towards P1. Gonna take that open lane. You got Real behind the squad. You also have a Hook being cheeky. Hook just stops this entire play. So OpTic now have a little bit of time to deal with Real in the spawn because device, OpTic have it completely under control.
They haven't dealt with him. Wow, Real, this is outstanding damage onto many players. Here comes Merc. Oh, finally brings him down. EMP reset, bottom side of the map. And Heretics have got to find their way across. Shotzi lying in wait for 2.
Oh, baby.
That hurts a lot. Just over 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah, welcome back to your spawn. Real starting to fight back, but Merc gets the trade, and yep, you are tucked in the top right section. OpTic don't need to touch the device just yet. They can wait for the next wave of kills.
Yeah, 2 goals is not a huge lead in Overload. The rallies, I mean, they get very dangerous. Still trying to deny presence. See the guns up there for OpTic on the minimap. Low right-hand side. They are at the ready. That's 3 dead. That could sting. Here comes a run from OpTic. Looking for the last man alive on the defensive side. It's going to be Rancor, and he's managed to walk away with a pair. A brace of kills. Mercules trying to make a sneak play, and he was close, but no cigar.
It's a great play from Rancor. There to give you 3. That's going to be the sort of pressure gates opening. But you are feeling that suffocation. I mean, Shotzi is already going to be denting top green on the pinch, applying that pressure. You're having to have the guy with the device be the frontline blocker. You're getting caught with your knife out, and you are dying one by one.
The head snap in the player cam tells you a lot. Again, it's frustration here for the Heretics. They know what they want to do, but they've just been denying every single possible corner. So many roadblocks, so many bumps. They are struggling to make any kind of ground here. Metals, just a lovely kill. Now you've got the setup here. Rencor making it to the low right-hand side of the map. You need to take care of Dashi. Find the kill here, press forward. Looking at a potential run. Great work from Rencor on the damage. Here comes the pinch. Shotzzy could stop the play right here and now. Metals, he's going for goal, and he's in. 2-1.
There you go. Rancor gives you the positioning, gets that spawn out, and they are indeed on the board. But if you're looking at that mini-map, I mean, Hook is in Narnia. Rancor just trying to survive in the spawn, and a nice gunfight win on Mercules. That's 3 in the feed.
Here we go, Dashi, the last man up. That could be a possible goal as well. Oh, we found the equalizer we have with 20 seconds on the half. Unbelievable work from the Heretics. They're alive and well. It's a 5 spree for Rencor inside spawn. Real now with the damage way downtown. Rencor finds his 6th, looking for number 7. And the EMP now making its way forward again. Extra time if the Heretics can hold.
Well, they're going to be the final try. Currently running that device backwards just for the extra protection, but Metal's on the front line. Well, hey, there's 3 in the feed. There's number 4 right in front of you. You're going to get it. You just need to stay alive.
Here comes the gunfights. Super off the backboard. No, he goes low. What a steal. And a lead change at the whistle blow.
And those are truly confident fist bumps coming through for Heretics after that round. They needed those big 3. It was Real initially that was on point, trying to pull off the heroics, leading the charge, and, well, he breathed in that breath of life for the squad. Rancor absolutely follows up, and then the team follows in kind. It's a great sequence there in the first half for Team Heretics.
That's a lot you had to get right. You had to maintain the kills, the pressure on the inside of their spawn, goal hanging, if you will. And Rancor did that for a long time, a 6 spree in the enemy side of the map. Very impressive work. Not to mention the 3 overloads. Extra time steal, absolute dagger. Swapping sides, second half now. 5 minutes remain in the map. 30 seconds of extra time if someone has possession. And if we're all tied up, overtime. More on that later. For now, we battle for the first EMP.
Pretty high pace in this overload. Yeah, Hook has 21 kills, so he is on pace to drop 40. Yeah, OpTic are just flying forward, but they're going to get punished for it. A couple trades roll through. Device making it out, but Rancor tries to take the gunfight, trading out the one-shot kills is Super. He's hitting the go button.
He's hitting the go button. Real with fantastic shots from the NPC. And there we go. Number 4 is in. The game will end at 8. So whatever happens, OpTic have got to get this figured out real quick. Rancor, what a 3-piece. 20 and 14 overall. Top lane of the map. That's where we go to now.
Pick the right gun. Yep, got the M15 out. Super does indeed have that Hellstorm now in the back pocket. And they're trying to play for control. They need the kills. You had Metals trying to take a route. Dashy's going to back them down. Heretics, they're going to have to play this through the front.
Kills are what you want. You've still got that Hellstorm to play with for Super. And it takes quite a lot of time to get this one done. 6 seconds to call it in. Heretics trying to hold on for dear life, and what do you know? There it goes. OpTic get it across the line. It's 4-3.
That's a miss. Shotzzy in your spawn. Gonna be around blue. Able to get the first. It's going to be number 4 on the chase, and well, the movement, he tries to disappear. There's everybody there to try to slow him down.
Heretics now on the fan out across the map. Full wind in their sails, desperately now, trying not to lose the lead. Let's go for a fly Saudi and listen in.
Pintura está pasando la tuya, hay uno medio, ve con la difícil. Veo racha, juega el pinche y la bola. Está la bola conmigo, vete. Dip izquierda, tengo 2. Tres verdes. Métela para el liner, bro.
Vale, aguantar. Voy a pinchar el pollo.
Otra, dip izquierda y uno. Dip izquierda para puro. Está en la market. Vale, si quieras.
Verde, muerto.
Bueno, he metido otra dip izquierda. Falta otra. Arriba, pasela.
Me puse a la izquierda. Pilla derecha, a lo mejor en con juego. Corre.
Es bola.
2 info.
Well, despite the cataclysmic team kill we saw with the Hellstorm, Heretics still running Scar.
They are flying on this map. Real, he's already good for 30. Rancor gonna be looking to join him, and that device, it is oh so close. Super, well, he knows he needs to play keep away. Wins the gunfight, trades out the one-shot kill. I think OpTic defensively on this push have done enough. But Real is the nightmare living top green.
Super has another Hellstorm. He's calling it in right now. Unbelievable. What a run he's had. 17-17. He's got himself a hat trick of overloads. And this time round, oh, he's done it again. He's managed to trade out another team kill. 3 with the streaks. I mean, they are incredibly dangerous. It's a Hellstorm missile after all. OpTic now, a minute 15. This is not out of reach.
And if they're speedy enough, they might be able to leave Super out of the picture.
Oh, wow.
There's the nade you're looking for. Kills the play.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Super for 2. Top lane has been bust wide open. He's the front man right now. Shotzzy of top tank, trying to keep him at bay. The run is still on. Kills are good here for OpTic, but Renkor's out. No, stopped on the goal.
Oh my, I've never seen that before. That is wild.
We've never seen that before, ever. Right until the last event of the year. Incredible. Mercules now trying to find this something, and it's gone through. No kill. It's 5-4, 40 seconds to play. This is still doable.
Oh no, this would be a tragedy. You have 3 players on OpTic in the spawn. The device gets reset inside of the portal, and now in the span of 20 seconds, OpTic looking like they're gonna pull this off.
This is the rally. This is the rally, and it's Hook. Kyler Garland can't get any further. OpTic still with the numbers. Dashy's desperately trying to keep the run going. A pickup and a run now from the Heretics, dropped immediately to their knees. Dashy now on the fight forward. 15 seconds to go. Renkor can't stop it. Tie game. 10 seconds to play.
Well, one more device pick. Yeah, Mercury, he does not have his teammates. Wants to hide. The stun is going to miss. They are going to check it. They have the device. Heretics get the regulation draw. Maybe a nade came from over top. Unreal that it ends like that. And you go from the reset. Rancor was inside of the portal. Now, there's a verticality to it. You can be above the portal, but there's a certain threshold, maybe 6-7 feet off the ground. Either way, for the reset, we've never seen it in OpTic. They were able to turn that into 2.
That's unbelievable. The rally, a brace of goals brought together that quickly. What a war. Now, we go to overtime. We'll swap sides once again. It's not quite a golden goal. You capture your first point. You set the time that the team has to beat in the next half. 5 minutes to get something done. Dashy's Hellstorm could prove essential. I believe Super's called in his as well, so we don't have any more for the Heretics. Here we go, though. Quite the onslaught already. Heretics have taken a huge amount of space. Hook has to stay alive. Huge. He's down. This is massive. Vamos the Heretics. They have the space to work with. At an early time, it's been set. Heretics have set the time that OpTic now have to beat.
That's the damn near record. That is a massive kill on Hook inside a shop. He was absolutely playing to wait for the device to get picked up, swing out, and stop it. That is heads-up gameplay in OT.
Now that is exactly the style of play we expect from the Heretics. Ruthlessly efficient. That was so precise, so fast. I mean, they killed OpTic once and made the most of it. OpTic now have to do the near impossible.
And of course for Heretics, you could just play around this so well. Spread the map, get the credit corners, make sure the nades just land on the device. That is your entire focus point. Just do not let them touch.
23 seconds. The clock is already ticking. Can you even get near it? A grab down from Shotzzy. The kills on the top side of the map looking okay for now, but okay is not going to get you far enough. Renkor's found them to the pistol. Everything he could possibly do to try this, and it's down. Final few. No extra time. Heretics win the map.
They're on the board, Miles. We might just have ourselves a series. I was counting them out in the overload, and what a run they go on. It was devastation in the final half. But maybe that's the situation. Ball don't lie. OT, 23-second capture. Record-setting pace they just go on to get that conversion. The final score overload we see, and we're still learning new things. What a mode.
This is incredible. A bit of a stinger there from OpTic. Wow, what a comeback just to force the overtime. But wow, Heretics bringing their A game there on Scar Overload. The last time we will get to see that in the Black Ops 7 season, and my gosh, what a memorable one that was. 23 seconds, really, we will be looking back at that as the time to beat. Heroics got us there, but at the end of the day, pure magic. And that Spanish play just to close it all out. Well, Heretics on the board now. Might just have ourselves a game.
And you got all the flavor you want for the Heretics there. All 4 players making plays as they do. Electric stuff.
Well, we'll take a quick break and we'll check in with Ian, who seems to be down on the stage.
Now's the chance, you're right. I think we might have a game on our hands. I've got the OpTic fans next to me. On the other side, we've got the Heretics fans. Let's see who's loudest. OpTic fans, make some noise! I know we got a COD legend in Blaze standing by with the Heretics fans. Blaze, how are you looking?
I mean, that was okay over there, Ian, but I think the Heretics fans can do better than that. You guys right? Where my fans at? Boy, try again, Ian, try again. What you got over there?
All right, let's try some trash talk. What do you guys want to say to Heretics?
Listen, we'd like to apologise to the Heretics for absolutely fucking nothing. The back-to-back do what they want.
All right, okay. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, Heretics fans, what do we think of OpTic? Now, hold up. Now, let me tell you this, too, as well. It ain't just us. We got some help around here, and we ain't playing fair. I got the Gentle Suits with me as well. Gentle Suits, what do we think of OpTic? I mean, we're grouped up over here right now, Ian.
Oh my word, Blaze, you can't use the home crowd's favorites. That's not fair. All right, guys, what do you want to say?
Fuck the Spanish.
Wow, that's crazy talk from Big Boy over here. He keeps changing his shirt left, right, and center. What do you think?
Brother, we've never lost in Paris, so it's not going to change today. Let's fucking go OpTic.
That's Miles, brother.
All right. Never lost in Paris. Teej, you've been watching this series, man. What do you want to say to those OpTic fans over there on the other side?
Hey, listen, man, nothing is given, everything is earned. We got this shit, all right? We'll run it back and we got you, all right?
You heard it. Nothing is given. We're going to earn it over here. It's me and the Heretics, and we're about to get it done.
Kane, last words.
OpTic are too icy. We're too icy. We got Merc, Shotzi, Dashi, all of the boys. We're fucking performing well. And guess what? We're going to carry on doing it. And guess what? Heretics, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
Right, one more time. All together, Blaze.
Hold up. We got to say something over here.
Hey, if you're too icy, where were you at Champs?
Where were you at Champs, huh? Where was all the ice at Champs at? Come on, Heretics fans, turn up right now. Let's go, Heretics.
Side, guys. 3, 2, 1. Make some noise.
I'm impressed. I am very impressed by the amount of energy that everyone's got this late into the night. Terribly impressed. The noises being made by our fans, everyone's having themselves a time.
I was impressed by Heretics' gameplay. I mean, you had him down 2-0 on the map, down 2-0 in the series. Real starts popping off, making the kills, dragging his team to it. Rancor then picks it up for the follow-up sequence. Super then goes on to get not 1 but 2 Hellstorms. Now he's got some practice in. Maybe we'll team kill a little bit less if he gets any more in the future. And then, of course, that final play in the OT. Metal's doing what he does best, making the heads-up play. Hook was there like a funnel web spider, setting the trap to play off the device. He reads them inside of the shop. All 4 players shooting on all cylinders now. We got ourselves a game.
Don't put your shoes on just yet, folks. We're staying on Scar for the next map. Back over to Hardpoint we go in our grand finals here at the Esports World Cup 2026. Still on a run here tonight. OpTic have shown more than their worth here on this map. Heretics not too far behind them. Let's see what they're made of now.
Opening salvo, Dashi, first blood. He's had quite a few first bloods in the respawns in this series. Good for it on Scar, the ARs. Love this map. Certainly one of my favorites. This and then the absolute golden maps.
Love it. BO7 treated some fantastic additions to the Call of Duty competitive map pool that we will look fondly back on through the years to come. Rancor and Metals that find their kills. Real yet to get himself on the board, but at this point in time, the dance is on. That's an unfortunate 3 down incredibly quickly together. Final 15 seconds of this first hard point of P1, and we will see how this one ticks over. Right now, OpTic soaking as much as they possibly can See how pruny they can get on the approach towards the second. That's the low left-hand side of the minimap.
That was a strong start for Mercules, and so it shall be a strong start for OpTic. 20-second lead in towards the new time. There's no trophies on this hill just yet. Rancor, you see him getting stunned, you see him getting tattered and tagged up and traded. A pinch here from Real, cleans up the one-shot kill, and Merc up top is gonna do the little dance, and he cannot survive. Real was good for 2. Heretics are in.
And look at this, Real, super. He dancing around, staying alive as long as he possibly can. The M15 back at it. Assault rifle here in BO7. Ideal damage dealer at range here in the respawn modes. And this is the setup. The coverage from Metals over the left-hand shoulder there of Real. You see how important it is for him to stay alive. Make sure that the hardpoint time still ticking away in favor of the Heretics. And now the lead is theirs.
Oh, they're losing bodies though. Super's hit good for 1, but yeah, if you lose it on the pinch, Real versus the world, and he gets overwhelmed. OpTic, it took a little bit of time to orchestrate. They get the break, and that'll be all tied up going to the new time. And on the sequence, Mercules gets the first blood on Super, who I think has time to respawn and be back in the fight. And it looks like Heretics doing a good job playing keep away.
Here on Scar, this next hard point, the third here in our set. This one always seems to be a long run. Want to get there first, you want to set up early. That playing a really powerful piece of cover to work with. As long as you can identify the spawns and where the attack's coming from, you can absolutely milk this hard point for everything it's worth.
Playing heady, under control by Metals. Super soaking up the time. You got Shotzi taking the route, looking for the pinch.
Look at this.
Al's going to be picking it up. The Metals in the meantime has just made the play. And these OpTic members might start to spawn now, but no, as Metals falls, they're secure on the spawns, but still it is Heretics secure on the time.
Heretics left-hand side spawns, those blue arrows much closer to the hard point. OpTic a little further away, but this is still an absolute melee. The little wall of death we run into. Mercules, the pistol, wow, cut Super right down the middle. 13 and 6 overall. And my goodness, right-hand side of the map again. OpTic now. To the next hard point we go. To the mail room to blue. And they're already in position.
And just like the frequency, this will be the first time in the game. OpTic are in control, but they get 3-man wiped, and I think they're going to be spawning out. One is going to be nearby. The other 2 are going to be far away. It's Mercules and Hook trying to hold the line.
Find anything you can possibly get here. Lovely work there from Rancor. Finds one on the outside. Now goes upstairs. Oh my word! And it was a knife fight in the stairwell. Hook comes up on top. Dancing around the APC. Too much to handle. Metals though, sweating for it. Back over the time we go. Mercules finds his 15th kill of the map. Currently leading the lobby by quite something.
This is a speedy lobby. We're trying to keep up with the pace, and well, the pace shall be kept. OpTic, the 4-man wipe. That'll be 25 seconds of scrap time to Heretics. They're chalking all of it up. Now, the first kill in this sequence will be the player that spawns out. You cannot afford to die.
Watch that player. Uh-oh, number 3. We'll see him on the right-hand side of the map in a moment. That's going to sting. This is a tough run now for the Heretics, and a little awkward because of the positioning. Number 6 will join him as well. That's going to be Shotzi, an immediate route taken here through plane. Battling now towards the new time. Last hard point of the set. Over to green. And this is going to be a tough one. No man's land to fight your way through before you can get to the hard point.
Well, Merc is 17 kills. He is not slowed down. This man is shooting lasers in a 4-man wipe. OpTic have got it. They are down by 20. They're looking to take the lead.
But just the time it's going to take to get near that time, you're going to be right back in the lead. 30 seconds to go on this hard point. And OpTic, that defensive hold they have right now, a perimeter set. They're playing it very close, but that's only because the NPCs are so effective right now. That's the setup. Get those kills. Lead change on the cards. Here we go. Lovely nade work there by Dashi, but over the top, Real stops it. So no lead change yet, technically. And Real has managed to become quite the issue here. Mercules finds his 20th. Shotzi to the other side of the map. The spree gone as well. So all over the map. Absolute action.
And for Real, that's a 15-point play in that he strips away a little bit of time from OpTic, gives a little bit of time to himself. So a solo play that is very valuable. Now on this rotation, number 5, Hook's going to go through the middle cut, and he gets the guy off at time. So Heretics a little bit scattered, leaving things open on the map, and OpTic, they punish them immediately.
Whew. Gunfights feeling a lot faster than they are usually right now. Wicked work from Rancor. Back over to P1. Next set of hard points upon us. Not a tremendous amount of separation for both of our squads. The only man really fighting tooth and nail, Mercules, standing shoulders above the others.
For him, this is just gamer hours. the later into the night it goes, I think he will just level up and level up more.
Mercules, the man of many nicknames, the miracle maker, the messiah, the microphone manhandler here at EWC. And he's got those mitts on the hard point.
The man with unreal grip strength, and well, for Shotzzy, just going to be the man, the route taker on the pinch. He's good for a distraction and maybe for some spawn kills. You got the man on the trash can, and Shotzzy does not spot it out, so this has been a good hold so far for Heretics. They have retaken the lead, and by the looks of it, they're going to be able to hold on.
This is as good as it can get. Hang on, lads. A sneaky hook upstairs. Oh, he pops into the action, finds two. That is wonderful work. Rencor, one of the assault rifles here. Ouch, for the Heretics. Trying to hold on, but again, it's the sub-machine gun players who fight their way forward. They get right in that sweet kill box. Getting the job done again. OpTic with the late change of hands here. Merc on time, and he is soaking away. A minute 14 plus to his name.
Well, Heretics overwhelmed, so the final 10 seconds they're going to take have a fragmented lead going into the new time. OpTic, though, fully set up. Rancor has words for his teammate, so he's going to shoot him in the back of the head, and welcome to the respawn. A little bit comfortable so far. First 10 seconds go by, virtually uncontested. Super, though, with some nice shots to rip the guy off the plane heady.
Between the shots and the nades. Real finds the pinch as well.
That's a great break.
Yeah, this third hard point so far, not looking fantastic for OpTic. They are trailing yet again. Heretics, incredibly close battle. This might be a photo finish towards the end. Now bear in mind, any time that no one is in the hard point, the game clock will tick away. OpTic with a clean sweep. That's their time.
That's also a clutch trophy. That was the issue for Heretics. They made the break immediately, but the nades punished them. Now that trophy ringing out, keeping him safe on the time. Hook with a nice spot. Super gets a kill before he falls, but I don't know if it'll make a difference on the time. OpTic don't quite flip these spawns out, but they soak up a decent chunk, a 20-point lead and a Hellstorm in the back pocket.
It's a very handy thing to have. We talked about how important the trophies were on frequency, just as important here on Scar. OpTic on the fight through. One man there to deal with in the middle of the map. Rencor, he's gone, so now at full strength. They attack the back. Trade's fantastic. Oh, what a win from Super. He finds two. Final kills go the way of OpTic, and they have the hard point.
Yeah, just heads up gameplay. Rancor is trying to be cheeky past P1. He gets caught. He's going to spawn out. And now the life is just very difficult for the remaining Heretics players. Metals is soaring through to go for the back line. Going to be blocking those spawns as the approach is there through the front, and Metals makes the play.
You manage to evict OpTic from the hard point. Now you start to settle yourselves in. The back spawns will be safe. So
nice shots.
All guns forward right now. Real gets another beautiful hold from the front. Can he find a third? No need. Shotzzy finally brings him down. Trades there for Rencor. OpTic unable to break time.
Well, Super's going to be the first man on the rotation, so he's going to be the bailout for the squad, but also the man is going to be fighting for the spawns. Shotzzy is nearby, and he's not going to depth just yet. He's staying around the time, and he has found himself in between quite a few OpTic members.
Oh, he's doing a lovely job of staying alive. Real's appeared, reinforcements. Can we capitalize on the damage? Wow, Dashi with the pistol at that range. How's he pulled that off? Back left-hand side of the map, all safe now for OpTic. Now they soak.
These guys have achieved separation on P5. They earned a great chunk of time the first go around, and they have covered every single lane. A three-man wipe. Heretics, their entire experience on this hill is spawning far away. Now Hook loves a good team kill at EWC, so that'll be the window of opportunity, and Real has made it to the time.
Real's having himself a fine final so far. He's bringing the A-game. Rencor joining him, and now the battle on. Rencor unfortunately can't get any more done, but Mercules cleans the entire hard point of players. Trades back and forth. Final 13 seconds here. We call it scrap time because you absolutely want it. It's still nutritious. It might not keep you well fed in the race towards 250, and for now, OpTic, they are still in the lead.
And I think you want to invest the Hellstorm on this hill. I mean, typically for P3, but with the scores this high for both of these squads, I don't know if we make it that far, and Dashi has the vision. He's calling it in.
That's the eye in the sky. Takes 6 seconds after the button press to get this done, so you must be certain. Here come the Sidewinders, the heat-seeking missiles. No good on the splash, but you forced all of the Heretics inside the deli. Now the push out. You know where they are. Can you contain?
Oh, this is huge spawn awareness. Mercules is just going to track it. Number 3 is going to be on the hunt, but number 6, everybody's tracking everyone. That's the gunfight for the spawns in the long term. OpTic will have the edge.
Now the attention diverted towards the hard point. Battle one, number one. Number two, hold the time. 2:23, and climbing. OpTic holding on for dear life here. The Heretics have fanned out both flanks now in an attempt to break time and get themselves onto P2, the second hard point, and potentially the final of the map.
That's a great pinch from Rancor. He gets him off of old OpTic. Tried to do just a little bit too much. Kills flowing the way of Heretics. It'll be super on the time. They need a trophy in this moment. But OpTic are just spawning so far away.
And nothing yet. Onto the hard point we go. Super with a close corner. Trophy system's now depleted. Rancor, what a two-piece. Merkin Shotzi in the fight forward. It's a 1v1 on the hard point. Super, what a two-piece. He finds the pair. A 4 spree, and he's dug in.
It's the battle for survival. The next wave is coming.
Here we go. OpTic. Surely we said one up high, one down low. They have got to break this. Rancor in the feed. Super's pistol down. Rancor needs to fight his way forward. Lead change. Heretics now.
That's a double chow though, up top and down low. They get it timed out perfectly. OpTic showing off why they're in every grand finals. The teamwork is supreme.
Now they can win it. The contest might have just saved the day. Mercules knows we must make it to new time. You have to set yourself up for the win here. It will be a photo finish by P3. Mercules in first. A two-piece no. Another win from Real. A trades out. Medals for 2.
He made the game-winning play. That is it right there. It is Hoop versus the world, and he's going to get dropped. Heretics, the Vamos is good. They have tied this series up. We've got a good one.
Medals, what a play. A game-winning moment towards the end. 2 kills strung together when you needed them more than anything that map. OpTic, vamos a la playa, vamos a la grand finals, all squared up.
And donde está la biblioteca? No, I don't know. They're reading like a book there towards the end. Medals always in a spot where he is finding the game-winning plays. It is the heads-up awareness in the overload that allowed them to get that 23-second capture. And it is that big two-piece towards the end that just plays keep away for the squad. And obviously, again, I mean, it's grand finals. Everybody's having to shoot their guns. Rancor on the pinch on P1 just to sort of kickstart the sequence. They were down, 230 to 205. A very tough-fought battle. And sort of an interesting moment on the Hellstorm call. I agree with Dashy doing it from P5. It's a sort of tough sequence, but it is funny for Scar. It always ends on P3.
It always ends on P3. So much to cover there, but for now, it's over to the studio.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. As we watch the highlights, it reminds me why I hung up the controller 21 years ago, man. Wow, these guys are frying. Mercules looking stronger as the night goes on, but what a rebound from the Heretics. They had the lead. They lost the lead about 7 times around the 140 mark. Where did they close this one out? You said you're looking at the mini-map. You were worried for them.
Yeah, well, OpTic started to black out. We're sitting here up on this in the studio. We're watching this game, and we're like, okay, OpTic surely have this.
Yeah.
And you see it's on the P2. All of OpTic, while Shotzi's hitting this wide pinch, making a fantastic play, they're just iron, not hitting through the P2. Could have closed out the game and got a bunch of time. But, hey, I could sit here and yap about it, or we could talk to the man himself, Joe DeCease.
Welcome into the studio. We just had to bring in 3 beefy security guards to force all of your fans away. Joe, what is it like being here in Paris? Call of Duty in France seems to be hitting a whole nother gear.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. Obviously, you go from our Major 4 to, that was probably the biggest event, at least in CDL history, maybe in COD history.
Yes.
COD history.
COD history.
Yeah, it was, upstairs, going up the elevator, seeing all the fans every day just grows more and more. It's insane. COD in France is definitely alive and well, and I'm excited to be a part of it for
Were
sure.
you surprised to see that the Spanish fans have something to cheer about in this grand final? Because we were kind of talking about a 5-0 finish at the first halftime. Now we're 4 games deep, and it's split 2-2.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit surprised. I knew Miami would make it a little competitive, but that Scar, the hard point right there that we just watched was super typical. The comeback they made, closing it out, it was super icy. That's something you need to, win a finals. And yeah, they're showing it, so.
Joe, I want to ask you, we're in a best of 9 right now, right? So now we're all tied up. You've had to play a couple of best of 7s this weekend. Talk to me from the player's perspective. Of course, you know, during our regular season, it's best of 5s. Typically, we start earlier in the day. Talk about just like the jet lag. Talk about the length of the series, the pros and cons.
How do you survive it? We're struggling to do it just as broadcasters.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely obviously hard and long, but it's also exciting, you know, like, especially for me, you know, I love playing Call of Duty. So playing as many maps as possible is obviously enjoyable. I mean, every map is fun. I mean, you know, you just enjoy the experience, you know? Like I said, playing tournament COD is so fun, and having a best of 7 and just like prolonging that experience is just great. So.
Yeah, Joe, you've played so many matches against the Heretics guys, and they're putting up a great fight here, tying it up at 2-2. Why are they so much better with Real on the team? What does he bring to this roster? Because at times we questioned it throughout the season whether they should have kept Trakes or not. Clearly, the right decision was to get Real.
Yeah, I mean, I know Real. I mean, I team with him. I mean, he brings leadership, especially for those guys. You know, he kind of like keeps them all in check.
Okay.
You know, no matter what's happening, like he kind of keeps them like level-headed and continue to going. And you know, he's a great teammate. I mean, that's the best thing about him. He's a great teammate. He's obviously performing, especially like, you know, when you have those two combined, I mean, you can't complain.
So you're saying that the people that called him suspicious for maybe playing for himself, all those rumors are false, that he is actually a team player?
100%. I mean, especially when I play with him, I mean, he wanted to do nothing more than win. And, you know, like I said, he's a fantastic teammate. I could never complain about that about him.
I want to hear about your thoughts on the 2 gunners, though, that we've seen throughout this series. Let's take a look at the numbers. Mercules versus Rancor. Now, I know we've seen a lot of NPC from the guy on the right, but who have you been more impressed by throughout this tournament? Because we're starting to talk MVP awards. Both these names have been brought up at different times.
I don't know. I mean, Rancor's had some insane clutches. I mean, especially against the G2 series. I mean, that 1v3 he had was insane. Obviously,
my boy got a 0.5.
Yeah, I was about to say, S&D isn't great.
He played one search. They got 6-1. What do you want from him, man?
I need him to get involved. That's it. That's it. A little bit more in SD, but it's 2-2. I got nothing to say. He turned up and started playing as a unit.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're in a unique situation because we get to ask you, Joe, about it because you have to scrim these guys all the time. So I'm wondering on both ends of it, like, is it consistent that Merc and Rancor do that in scrims as well? Like, are you guys able to be prepared when going into tournaments against them in that type of damage? Or is that something that you notice they just kind of turn on or it gets an extra step when we get on land?
I'd say Rancor less for sure. I mean, they've kind of obviously had like their bumps like
yeah, they're
the
ups
season,
and downs throughout the season.
Mace or Mercules, yeah, 100%. I mean, you know, they've been great throughout the whole season. They've been the most consistent team. I mean, by far the best team all year. And I mean, it scrims is the same thing.
That's crazy. He's doing that every day.
It's so different. I mean, he's a great player. You know, I know him very well, so I'm just happy to see him perform.
We got about 1 bonus minute with you. I just asked production for it. Can we take a look at our maps and modes moving forward? Because we are 4 deep. This is the first best of 9 you are seeing here at EWC, and this is going to be the second search and destroy. How do the Heretics avoid what happened on Sake?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too sure. I mean, I like OpTic. This event, especially, their SNE has been fantastic. I think that was something they struggled, especially at Champs. I mean, obviously they lost Champs.
Put a lot of work in there for sure.
100%. I mean, and you know, they're adding Sake into the bag, which I'm pretty sure they didn't really play that much before. And I mean, their SNE this event has been insane. So
can I ask you a quick question, because we're not going to have you for the rest of the show, so I want to ask you about Overload a little bit. We're seeing a lot of high-scoring overloads in this tournament. I feel like it's changed so much. Teams just getting the ball and instantly trying to go score. What's changed with Overload? Why is it like that here at EWC? A lot different from the rest of the year.
I think people are just faster now. Like they kind of, I've seen a lot of caps where people are just like running it even past just like the defense, no matter how the kills are. I mean, you know, being aggressive with the ball makes the defense tweak. They have to now worry about the ball and worry less about the, you know, his teammates around them. So it kind of just, I don't know, people are just like better at being aggressive with it.
I feel like this event.
Joe, we got to get it back over to the casters. Before you go, don't smile if you don't want to play with Hydra as a teammate next year on Gentlemates.
That's impossible. That's just impossible.
That's Joe deceives. He's always smiling. Trick question. Suck it. Let's send it back over to the casters for game number 5.
Chris, unconvicted felon Puckett.
That's
criminal.
Like it's the
criminal
double
work.
negative of doom. Don't smile if you don't want this. You got to do mental gymnastics to crack that code.
Truly criminal work out of him, but lovely work there from Joe deceives. Fantastic insight from a high level.
No, he's on koi.
You're absolutely right.
Sorry, late hours here. A couple more dad jokes.
The dad jokes have been on point. Indeed, well, from a father and a daddy now to another map in this series. Mercules has been great. Metals has been great.
Yes.
All the criticism you may have had through the season of Team Heretics, now they find themselves in a grand final by their own merit. They have fought their way through, and they are here now.
And they're tied up. Super Snipes, I believe in here for the S&D. The Sake absolute schmengle-dangle beatdown. Wow. It's too late. This is the French I've learned.
We've crossed the Rubicon. There is no going back now. Dashi, his first strike. Changed the map forever on that attack. And Mercury's joining him. The trade's on point. And OpTic here trying to take control of the backside of the B bomb site. That plant for Hook on the menu. Shots he smoked just to get him into the bar, and he's safe for now.
This guy's so annoying.
He's so annoying.
If you ever put him and Selim on the same team, I would forfeit every match. I would never play against
What a
him.
wonderfully frustrating all-star game that could be. Maybe another time. Super through the middle of the map. Renkor's going to be taking the route on the right. And again, not enough numbers here to effectively make this retake happen. You're going to have to find some extremely clean kills. And that is difficult here in Black Ops 7. When Hook finds corners like that, you have control. And that's not a bad situation to be in. But 20 seconds. Another corner found. Renkor's not going to check it. And there's the shot in the back. OpTic, strike first.
Thought for a second Hook was going to take a victim. Just take the time, clean the glasses. We've done that a few times this series.
Take his glass,
in the room.
Yeah, take his glasses off and clean them. I mean, wants to maintain perfect vision. As a glasses wearing fella as well, I can tell you, it certainly helps. And this is the position he finds himself in, top bedroom. Great spot. Clean round there from OpTic. The first search and destroy, 6-1.
So aggressive in the comms. Mason, calm down. He's so loud.
Nice place.
Zero chill.
Zero chill. Massive, massive pressure from OpTic through the middle of the map. They've taken over. They're going to be able to go around either the back of bedroom or garage.
Super just let the pinch open for absolutely no reason. This is a free kill. You can take the hostage. You can get the 2-piece.
Got him.
Super has just let his teammates down.
Yeah, this is going to really hurt. And that's it. Shotzi's body shield comes to a close. Renkor, see you, mate. Real gone as well. And now Super. 1v4. And go on, mate. Keep swinging. He's in a nearly impossible situation. Picks his poison. Behind door number 1, it was Dashi. Door number 2, it was Hook. He goes for door number 3. And there's Shotzi. And the round.
And if I've learned anything about Parisian culture, they love cigarettes. Shotzi's going to need one after that round.
Hey, yo.
Bottom bed.
Here it is, bottom bedroom. That's where the magic happened. In a position like this, Shotzi finds himself time and time again. Huge fan of his work.
Not too shabby. Super also just, I mean, maybe this is sort of like a techie spot, doing the homework. You expect the pinch to come through driveway, not necessarily through mid. Whatever the thought process was on the setup, it does not pay off. And the S&D woes continue. Well, Renkor trying to turn that tide. He gives you a first blood.
Yeah, I mean, this is all intel. But that is simply just to get Dashi in a position to kill you. Super lovely 2-piece. From that position we call top laundry. And now Hook alone in the 1v3. His teammates down and out. And Metals has to get the kill cleanly again. Very challenging to do at this level. Heretics alive and well.
Solid stuff. Good first blood. Renkor takes down Mercules. You have the extra men. The trade's on point. Raid is a map that you absolutely need to be efficient on. And you see the coverage from Super up top. Absolutely fantastic.
Our pro view here at EWC gives you the player's raw feed, not through Codcaster, a different feel to it, a different texture. Really get to see how hard it is not only to spot these players, but how fast the reaction times of our pros are.
And the psychopaths that have the insane HUDs. Shout out Esther.
It was gold until it wasn't. Speaking of gold!
Damn.
Hey, wait a minute. Not over yet. What a 3-piece. Big Bruce. Welcome to Hell's Kitchen. That man's the devil.
And Mercules doesn't want to give him the ace, but Dashi looking good. We saw what happened in the Thieves series. Hydra in the interview said, hey man, I'm gonna run at you. Didn't work out. That's the irons. Have I told you that story?
No.
I bumped into a kid, this is rank play some number of months ago. And it just every kill he got, he's parroting Dashi. The irons! And he hard carried me. One of the best players I played with all year. Absolute delight, great vibes. I appreciate the culture Dashi has built.
Shout out that guy. Shout out Dashi, 3-1. Finds himself the 6th kill of the Search and Destroy so far here on Raid.
And of course, shout out Formal for the predecessor.
What a fascinating family tree Formal has. Super snipe. That's not going to help save his teammate. And wow, nearly threads the needle right through the back of Dashi's head. Over to the B-bomb site quickly. Metals is going to be the first man of contact here for the Team Heretics lads. Super in his snipe, we'll get there a bit later. Flank covered now by Dashi. The bomb planted though with a full strength OpTic here in the post-plant position. Good luck, have fun.
Also worth noting how Dashi's covering the flank is effective. It actually works, so that's great. Gonna win this round. You get a 4v2 bomb plant, mid-map covered, flank covered, all guns forward. One man in kitchen, one guy near Tiki, but it is Hook and Mercules you're gonna have to deal with, and that is a dynamic duo. Rancor, last man to fall.
Squeaky clean stuff out of OpTic. Nothing too flashy, nothing too insane. Just a confident round and a very, very clean dispatch there. Search and Destroy, they have created quite the separation. And it is essential in these long format grand finals that you find success in that mode. So far, Heretics, we're not seeing it.
It has been a Call of Duty lesson for a decade plus. We learned it at many events. We learned it at Champs. We might be learning it at EWC, because for Heretics, they had a 6-1 record walking into this. Rancors clutching 1v3s in round 11s to get past teams like G2. Well, here they are, 4-man straight towards this A site. It will, in fact, be the M15, not the sniper in hand for Super. In the meantime, number 5 and number 6, Hook and Shotzi. I mean, they've taken all the space. They got the pinch. They have them surrounded.
Yeah, those taps. Just to let you know that we're here. Try to force them forward. It's Mercules by the tree. What a power position this is. Very difficult kills found there. Shotzi in the ring. And he hasn't heard no bell. He's still going. It's a complete knockout on a Rancor. And now the last man left alive, Metals. Jeez. Didn't even get to see him. OpTic in Search and Destroy. Simply too much.
Well, on point on the tree. No harm, no foul. Do you have any faith in the iron of Mercules? No, I do not. That is predecessor number 3, effectively the grandchild.
Again, what a family tree. That is...
You submit that to Ancestry.com, they're going to be so confused.
Yeah, it's just weird gamer tags, not full names. Very, very strange looking. I believe that was in LA. 5-1. Same score as the last Search and Destroy we saw on Sake. We'll play Raid, Den, and Gridlock. All Search and Destroy maps if we can get to that coveted map number 9 here in this grand final at EWC. But for now, OpTic, they can simply do no wrong. Real in the running to be the next James Bond at this rate.
They're in a busy. Dynamic duo.
What a duo.
And this might turn into a 12-2 round count in the S&D if OpTic can find this. Well, Shotzi's found his brand new home in the corner. He'll have the middle of the map. It'll be a bomb plant on the A site. Rancor back down, so everything is free.
There, Shotzi throws the smoke there from mid just to assist. And here come the Heretics out, all through that back laundry position. Dashi will be the first man to spot them out. And he has not seen anything yet. Middle of the map, Hook finds the first. 30 to go.
Everybody else trapped in ring. Shotzi can't take that victim. Nice shots from Super, making it interesting, but that time is ticking down.
Yeah, this is it. It's so hard to see these players. Metal's lovely flank there through the driveway. Merc on his 5 spree. He's being tracked. And he manages to get nothing out of it. The last man left alive, Hook. Oh, from the hip, a 1v1, and he's dancing. 10 seconds to play. He's got to stay alive. Super unable to defuse. Goes the distance, and it's 6-1 in the next search.
Wild work out of Hook. It is getting windy on the main stage. That is an effective 1v3 clutch there from Hook the Nuke. A fantastic game of Search and Destroy being played. 12-2 in round count. If the Heretics players were hungry, well, they have a donut to snack on before the next map.
Tough scenes. Highlights from this map will mostly be OpTic. They certainly had their way with the Heretics again. Search and Destroy, a very clear separation. Hard points close, we can take those. It's the respawn modes where the Heretics can find some success, but right now, OpTic. In S&D, there is absolutely no separation. Lou, on stage, with some fans.
Well, boys, I am not exactly on stage. I am in the crowd because we have some important business going here. We have OpTic versus Team Heretics, but it has always been about the Gentlemates fans here in Paris. Now it's time for them to make a choice. Left is going to be supporting OpTic, right is going to be supporting Heretics. So let's find out who the real fans are. Vous l'avez compris? Gauche OpTic, droite Heretics. 1, 2, 3. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay. I see how it is. Why Heretics? T'es français, pourquoi tu supportes Heretics?
Parce que c'est les... Fuck OpTic!
I don't need to translate that. Pourquoi tu supportes Heretics, toi?
Parce que... Merde, OpTic c'est les Ops.
OpTic c'est les Ops, of course. I'm supporting Heretics just because I don't want to root for OpTic. Pourquoi est-ce que tu trouves que OpTic c'est une bonne équipe, c'est une mauvaise équipe, pardon?
Ah, parce qu'on les aime pas, c'est tout.
We just don't like OpTic, man. That's starting to look like bullying. Any players in Heretics that you like? T'aimes bien des joueurs d'Heretics? Tu penses qu'ils peuvent gagner?
Bien sûr que oui.
Bien sûr que oui, of course. Heretics can take the win. Boys, I'm coming to you. You guys are the only one rooting for OpTic here. Can you tell me why, as a French fan, would you be rooting for OpTic? Pourquoi, en tant que fan français, on soutient OpTic?
Parce que c'est la meilleure équipe du monde. Ils sont trop forts.
Because they're the best team in the world. They are just too strong. Moi, j'ai envie de te demander si t'as un petit mot secret. Vous pouvez ouvrir vos vestes.
Dashi, I love you, bro.
Let's go OpTic!
Let's go OpTic. Okay, wow. We have another word here.
Fuck you OpTic! Fuck you OpTic! Fuck you OpTic! Fuck you OpTic! Fuck you OpTic!
We need to invent some sort of air horn beep button system.
Listen, we get fined when we say that word on broadcast. This is about $65,000 the crowd is going to have to pay up.
That's fantastic. That is, you know what? That I don't mind. Where's it going? To a charity of our choice? Chat, I don't know why he's giggling, chat. I don't know. This is not a laughing matter. We're in the grand finals of the Esports World Cup 2026. The time for fun and games and shenanigans is over. Starting to get a little bit closer to the business end of the tournament.
Just sitting with my thoughts. They're evil, let them wash away.
Well, Search and Destroy continuing to be a very, very tough spot for the Heretics. Now we enter an interesting part of our grand finals. The saga continues. This is the Den triple dose. This will be Den Overload followed by Search and Destroy and Hardpoint. It could well end on this map. We're going to find out real soon. Well, middle of the map now absolutely dominated by what looks to be Mercules alone.
Maybe incidental picking up the device. He is somehow not dead. Okay,
this.
Great teamwork.
He's got this.
Hook is evil. We got some bad men in this lobby. That is every kill going their direction. That is 9-in-1 in slaying count off the rip. OpTic setting the tone.
Yeah, that's absolutely ideal. Find the corner, guard the goal, and escort that carrier right through it. Mercules here. This is tremendous damage. M15 puts himself in a lovely spot to find those kills. Big Bruce to his trusty Jaeger, to his trusty pistol, and it's still getting the job done. Reinforcements on the way as Big Bruce shooting like somebody killed his dog and stole his car.
This is 14-5 in slaying. You have a triple positive KD as a team.
That's a lot. Top lane of the map now dominated. For God's sake, Merc. You find that kill. And we're seriously screaming for the three-peat there. Outstanding start thus far from OpTic here on the Den Overload. Here comes Real trying to sneak one through. Rencor gets the kill. Trying to find something special here, but there's far too many players to deal with. Runs right into the guns of OpTic.
I mean, your hesitation kills. As does John Wick, and as does Mercules leading the charge. Okay, he gets taken care of, so OpTic gonna have to take this slow. These Heretics players are swarming around Hook.
And I think Hook has an option here. Tries to take it slow and then hits the go button. Just trying to get out of position, slow them down a touch, but this looks to be a goal. We're in 2-1, 3 minutes to play.
Beautiful. I mean, just a great job on the swarm after the fact. I think, you know, OpTic really do have a high-risk, high-reward play style. They're always trying to set pace, go for the spawn kills, get pushed up and aggressive. When it hurts, it hurts. When it works, it feels fantastic. They've taken care of Rancor in the spawn, trying to set up around this new device. Real at 3 and 7 playing. Keep away, he's good for 1.
Keep away. Only lasts for so long. Shotzzy clearing up the outside of the bottom lane of the map. Now again, looking towards that B gold. We found our success earlier. The stun connection is only going to hurt for a moment longer. OpTic clear their side of the map out, but Heretics clear their side. So basically back to square one with 2:20 on the clock.
Keeping it stable, vying for position. Just going to be taking our time. Going to have to get maybe a 3-man wipe in either direction before you can truly make a move. OpTic player is going to be falling towards the middle of the map, so Rancor with an opportunity, him and Super to do some damage. Not quite the 3 down you're looking for, but Metal's going to go for it.
Go for it indeed. Could be a kill and a capture. No. Hook. Defensive play. Saves it here for OpTic, and the counter-attack is on. They've only got 1 man on the rooftops to deal with for now. Spawners are up, but it's Shotzzy. That's right, going left. Trying to pull those defenders over. Mercury's there through the lobby. Makes his side of the map safe, and now with the numbers on the attack forward, it's Dashy's trusty M15 holding the line.
Most standard overload push you're going to see. Hook there, good for the trade. All about the pinch timing here from Mercules. Doesn't win the gunfight. Rancor takes care of business. And now it's last-ditch effort. We're trying to go in through the window. 1v1 to beat it. And somehow, some way, OpTic get it done.
Still alive. Watching out for the trophies now. Metals from spawn. You still got numbers here. Bottom lane. Potential rally is on the cards here. If we get to 4, we end the half prematurely. Super's nade certainly helping. Watching out for the mid here.
Oh, this could be a steal.
Oh, Real, wait a minute.
Oh, he gets, wow.
He doesn't grab it. They go for the kills. They're going for the kills. Real on the front. He's down. Rancor goes right. Super finds the kill. Got to find the grab here and slide it through. Not going to happen. And Heretics might be able to just get this over the line. No, a fantastic grenade. Kyler Garland, what a save.
Heretics, they keep hesitating. It is not ideal. I think they could have gotten it done a few times, and instead, 35 seconds left in the round. OpTic looking to get it done. Shotzzy going to be watching the bench. Actually, 2 players watching the bench. In the meantime, Hook, I mean, he is just so aggressive on this map. Dragging all the players back, and they win the first 2 gunfights. They win the first 3. This might be it.
1 more man to deal with on time. Metals is banged up. Trying to fight their way through. The slide is good. Half time. OpTic up. And what a strong first half again.
I know these boys don't read books, but they read that kill feed. Once that stun grenade team kill rolls through, instant call there from Mercules just to send it home. Knows he has the timing with the other 2 players coming off spawn. It is a delicate balance, but hesitation kills. You cannot misstep for 0.1 seconds at this level. OpTic have cleaned up their overload.
If in doubt, just send it. Really do. Here in overload. The worst that happens is you drop the EMP that bit closer to the enemy goal. The best thing that happens is you get an overload. You get a score. Throw caution to the wind. Try to find them. That's what OpTic have done there, and they are up 4-1 here. 2 for Shotzzy, 2 for Mercules. Single for Metals on the other side. Second half, 5 minutes to play. We could be seeing OpTic on tournament point.
With a lead like this, you can just alter the way you play. If you get the extra kills, it's great. You can go for the device, and a team kill is actually going to roll through for Miami. Hook wins a wicked gunfight. It's Mercules that takes him down. The more time you waste, the better. You just play around it, and look at the sort of distance on the mini-map. I mean, we're setting up for the B hit in the long term. Hook gets that entry kill. 7. Mercules is taking the longest of routes.
Taking a long time to get here. Great shots. EMP will stay on top of the rooftops. It will not descend off map and be reset. Shotzzy alongside Real. They're cleaned up. Now the Heretics.
It's about to reset.
They're going to let it reset. Back over to the middle of the map. And again, Rancor in position for that. So happy to let that happen for now. 4 minutes to go.
Tough situations. Dashy good for 2. Super now has to control the device, but you also have to score. Oh, and we're setting up for the spawn kills.
So it's happening. The A zone. Rancor managing to find a pair here, and you have to backpedal quickly. You've got to make something happen. Rancor's going to get a run going. There's an open goal at A. Hook with the backpedal. Perfect nade. Connects. It's enough to stop one man. Dashi picks up the next pair, and the save is good.
It is late here in Paris in the dark night, ready for the storm. 4-man wipe, 3 minutes left to play. And there is no pressure on OpTic in these moments. And of course, Rancor is in the just wrong corner of the map. His teammates have to slow OpTic down.
They've really got to slow him down. By that time, that kill absolutely helps. Hook and Shotzi get theirs. Rancor finally picks up Hook and now must fight the spawners. 2 to deal with. Mercules puts him down. 3 minutes to play.
And they're just not confident to pick up the device. There's always sort of that extra lane that's going to be opened. You never know about the mid-cut. You never know about the deep route. And, well, you never know how the kills are going to fall. Right now, it is OpTic going for the spawner. Shotzi, well, he's in cheeks. And they don't need to touch the device, but the kill's flowing so well that you might as well send it home. 5-1 OpTic.
That's 2 minutes 30 on the clock, 5-1. It's a hat trick for Mason Ramsey. Mercules gives you another. 21 kills to his name as well. Heretics now the pain train. Destination the B goal, and we are all aboard. Metal's leading the charge. Can we find the kill? Super goes up. The pinch is on. Real can't find it. Shotzi for 3. Another save. 2 minutes to go.
I mean, OpTic are about plus 14 in the kills column. Metal's good for 2, but just away from the device. The slang from OpTic has just been too impressive on this map. Shotzi, another multi-kill.
Mastery on the map. All corners covered. Rancor able to find a 2. The possession here for the Heretics, a minute 45. This is so unbelievably challenging for them. OpTic spread thin across their defenses now. They get to see the position of the overload carrier every sort of 5 seconds, and that is enough to track him down here.
Well, Dashi from his spawn, good for another 2. Big Bruce shutting them down, has the device in hand, and now he gets to show off his pistol shot. Jeez.
2 for the nuke. And we could be looking at a 6th goal.
I mean, this is an effective parking.
Happy to park it now. Big Bruce doesn't want to backpedal too far. And this is a free goal with a minute to go. Nearly, again, impossible. Will it be denied? Possibly not. 2-5. Heretics not in position for a rally. Top side of the map, the next EMP spawns, and there is 50 seconds to go. We would have to see the most efficient overload humanly possible.
Nah, well, 10 seconds for every single device reset, so already mathematically, because it takes time to run that bad boy home. Similar to what we saw in the, well, maybe overloads of years past. I forgot Heretics actually won the first one. It's OpTic dominance. The best in this game mode, absolutely lights out.
Here's number 6. Who gets himself 1 on the board. 20 seconds left. EMP will go back to the middle of the map. 15 seconds, the last den overload of the Black Ops 7 year, and OpTic have dominated it. They have dominated the kills. They have dominated the scoreline. We will not see extra time. Heretics know it is an impossible feat. GG. OpTic find themselves now on tournament point. 1 more, and the trophy is theirs.
They're looking to go back-to-back, both in Paris and at EWC. One of those sort of interesting themes we have on the year. You got guys like Simp, he's the Treyarch GOAT. You have guys like Crim6, he's the IW GOAT. Crim6 was the OG for being dominant in this country. Well, since his retirement, someone had to take the crown, and OpTic, they have wasted no time.
Chelsea joins the league during the MW19 year alongside Crim6. Finds a championship there, who knows what the future holds. But for now, it's over to the lovely studio and our companions over there.
Thank you very much, Miles and Chance. Excellent cast as always, and excellent work on Den by OpTic. Mercules definitely in the running for MVP. Shotzi right there alongside him, and everyone from Heretics, well, I feel like their nominees have been silenced. We'll see if they're able to bounce back. Rosalie, you and I read the script, though.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And just like the 100 Thieves match, you're going to let your opponent go up big.
There we go.
And then you're going to steal in the second half if
there
you're a European org, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's the game plan, because there's definitely no other option if you're a Heretics fan right now. I mean, with the way the OpTic's playing, especially in the overloads, what's tough about this is going into this, even in the head-to-head, Mercules and Shotzi love this matchup versus the Heretics. Both of them rocking 1.2s in the respawns heading into this. You go and you watch an overload like that, it is hard to get your feet out of the mud when you get slammed like that.
Enigma, we just watched domination on 2 maps in a row. What did you witness?
Basically the same thing the last time these two teams played. Both of these maps were basically in there, both taken by OpTic. We get that yet again, and it feels like we're running up to the closeout at this point. All the boys frying, and Shotzi in particular, the way he played the overload, breaking those lines over and over again. That spine of Heretics well and truly snapping.
Nameless?
Yeah, I think the gap in this is the search and destroy. You know, we saw Miami take 2 respawns, is fantastic, but the S&Ds, they've won 2 rounds in this series. That's not going to cut it in the grand final. These guys have to lock in. We need to see some snipes from Super. You saw OpTic taking all the space, giving up the entire map. If you're Miami, playing way too scared, need a little bit more aggression if you're Miami Heretics.
Now, for anyone who watched the third place match, there was a team that went up 3-0, and then the other team won 4 straight.
Yep.
Ali, how do you mount a comeback like that if you want Spain's best players to walk away with a dub?
You need something to swing the momentum. I think they just need a round here or an opener here that somebody pops off. But what's tough about it is I even think back to the frequency. Metals did do that at some point in this series, and even that wasn't enough to give them enough gas to keep going. So you just got to hope in the later half here they've got something behind the scenes that they've worked on in scrims with this map set.
I think this is where you are proving yourself as a leader, and I think I look to Method Sick to really kind of round the troops here. A reminder, he's been around since the Heretics were in their early stages, back when Heretics were this club that was founded by the community and funded through those times. So Tim to watch where he's grown to at this point, your first ever grand final. Just tell the boys, look, we take it map by map, one at a time, we build from here and just focus on the series going forward.
I agree with that. I just got to say, when you look at the search, though, there's only so much Method Sick can do.
Yep.
Like, I'm thinking about that map on that raid. Like, OpTic set it up early by going B, and then all of a sudden, you're just playing a default the rest of the game and letting them dictate the entire pace. You have to be a playmaker. This is your last match.
You don't have to
make
play
plays.
search until map 9, though, right?
No, next one.
Next one's an S&D.
And then again, if we
That's why I'm talking about S&D. It's the lifeline.
Listen. And it's tough because going into this, they have dominated the S&D matchup even before.
They were 6-1 in search of this event out.
And that's the thing, is like not even just overall this season, but against the Heretics specifically. Heretics have never taken an S&D off of OpTic Gaming going into this weekend. And it's almost frustrating because it's like that means they had a lot of practice. They had a lot of reps. You had so much VOD you could have reviewed. So the fact that they're getting slammed the way they are in the S&Ds, I'm blaming it on the boys.
So here we go. We're looking at the searches. Sake was 6-1, devastating. You see Raid 6-1, devastating. Den is loading up right now, and it was 6-2 in overload. So Enigma, Heretics got their work cut out for them. You saw a 2-point-something from Mercules, a 1.5 from Shotzi. What is the more valuable first blood? Are you trying to pick Mercules, or are you trying to get Shotzi off of the map?
I think it's got to be Mercules with how he's been playing inside of this.
It says no. It says no.
Shaking his head over there. That's completely fine.
It's Shotzi.
Mercules been running pockets this entire tournament in S&D.
He's the one guy I believe every time in a 1v3 that he's going to clutch it. Will he be able to walk away with another W and cement another EWC title for OpTic Gaming, or will the Heretics force us deeper in this matchup? Rosalie, final thoughts before we get back into this match.
I'm hoping to get something special here out of the medals that we saw all weekend, as well as from Rencor, because personally, if we're going to go this late and make it this far, let's just go all the way.
It's time to get into the game on the mic for at least one more time. We got Miles Ross and Ian Chalmers Ashworth, a.k.a. Chance Ashworth.
You got a new name, Chance.
He loves going government. It's not even close to the right.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
So, I'm glad he said Ian, not I.
My middle name is The. No one actually knows that. No one's ever asked, but it's my The Ross. That's my full name. That's the full government. Did you know that?
Yes, in quotation.
Exactly.
I've made this joke many times.
So many people get it wrong. You know who doesn't get anything wrong right now? Mercules. Series S&D stats. He's that guy, pal. He really has been impressive this tournament.
Oh, we're going back to S&D.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Wow, these have been quick.
This is the den. I'm telling you, this could be it. It might end here. The search and destroy has been the difference maker. It has been the true separation, word to nameless. And if you're a Heretics player now, if you're a Heretics fan, I mean, you're truly praying for a miracle. Because the search and destroy, all they have got so far is 2 rounds in this grand final across 2 maps. I don't know how you are at maths, chat, but that's not great.
They have half as many donuts as they have round ones.
That's not okay. Into Den. search and destroy one last time here in Black Ops 7.
See if they can pull off something good. You know, at a certain point in this year, stage 2, stage 3, Super Snipes on this map especially, he was everywhere. In his spawn, in the enemy spawn, running the show, both bomb sites, middle of the map, opening picks, clutches. Like if you were trying to game plan against the squad, it's genuinely impossible to do. We'll see if he can deliver some of that special magic. Looks like that bomb leaning towards the A site off the rip, but a 2-2 split. They're not in a hurry, but no snipes here. That's the NPC. Dashy, though, he's got his out. And if he's smoked out, you'd think that dragged the pressure and the attention. And indeed it does. Shotzi's starting to rotate, and Heretics have it perfectly timed out to take this A site.
All theirs.
In the meantime, though, Real, he is dancing with the devil.
Yeah, this is... Oh, there you go. That helps. Can we find another here? Shotzi's got the coverage perfectly. Well, 3v2, man advantage OpTic on the retake. A bomb site. Got to make your way over there now, lads.
Well, plan A worked out. Plan B did not.
Unfortunate situation to find themselves in if you are Super. But now, gunning for it. Not going to happen. OpTic take the first with a defuse.
Yeah, plan A, the bait, the timing, get the rotation out, take the free bomb site, exquisite. Or both Rancor and Real. I mean, you can just run through lockers. Facing wrong direction. Yeah, no, it's just a tough sequence that direction. The idea was there, the execution not quite, and OpTic picked them apart. Dashy looking good in S&D.
1 down, 5 to go.
Thinking about the new accessories he can add to the Batmobile.
Like an ejector seat. Some sort of like cowl truck launcher. Maybe a net gun. At this point in time, it's the trophy that we're thinking about.
I was thinking like an air freshener.
Simple, yet effective. Unlike that stun, which did not connect. Going for the wall bangs, nothing home, and again, a single shot, and they are out. They're crossing the map now, trying to get themselves over. That bomb in hand as well. Hook's going to be our carrier, and we are looking towards the A-bomb site. Mercules has made his way through the middle of the map, undetected, without any injuries to note. Here we go, into the bomb site. Real, spotted.
He's completely by himself. It is Real in between 4 OpTic players. Super though, reinforcing. Okay, #1 Rancor starting Rab back, and Metals going to be working the pinch.
Here we go. Through the middle they're going to go though, the lobby. It's the smoke plate. It's a classic retake attempt. It's Mercules on the first blood. Metals will see him in about 3.5 minutes as he gets over towards this side of the map, but for now, OpTic are holding firm. 30 seconds to go.
They just killed the coordination. Well, Super's going to make it interesting with a 3v3, but Dasher with the pistol makes the read, and the standoff from Shotzi should seal the deal unless Super can find something special. He cannot. OpTic Gaming in search in this series. They cannot be beat.
Coach Lucky has a very, very short window now to impart as much wisdom as he possibly can to the boys before the round starts. That's how we do it here at EWC. What could he possibly tell them that they don't already know, they've already heard, they've already thought about? And they're still suffering so much at the hands of OpTic here in search.
And OpTic, of course, they're just moving like butter. Not often. I mean, the Champs Curse is a very real thing. The team is stuck together, and they're trying to beat it.
And then we're looking for our first hit. Real, spotted out across the way. Massive damage, and the immediate pedal now has hit the metal. The man advantage for OpTic with a bomb recovered by Rancor. And he is on the absolute edge of the map, off the precipice. Shotzi there on the inside of the site, under the smoke coverage. Lobby completely loaded here for OpTic. Super will show his hand for a moment. But this is a tough spot to be in. Oh, we've taken control of the site. Is that the plant? Not as of yet. OpTic, a quick reaction here.
Site's going to be clear. And by the time they've cleared it out, okay. Well, listen, it's going to be a pure tried and true 2 versus 2. We are planning for the window. Super SP2 pushed out.
Super. Oh, good lord. Mercules has cut him into pieces. Now, Rancor's down as well. Was there any post-plant consideration? Not necessarily. Mercules Gets given 2 kills on a platter. On a golden platter. Awaiting a key.
It's that golden indication that you just do not have the sauce in search. You get the read, you get the drop on the guy, but you shoot just a little bit too fast. And Merc, the reaction time, instantaneous, slamming in these gunfights.
I mean, the comms there's, yeah, go on both.
You got to say that way slower and way quieter.
Yeah, go on both.
Okay, so?
And then someone says, nice, Mace.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how it goes. Dashy, sniper round, 3-0 so far.
They're just waiting for the Heretics players to sprint into him.
Stun's going to slow him down. We are still committing, though, for the Heretics. This is the wrap is on. Mercules, if you turn around in about 4 seconds, you will see quite a few players to deal with. Or not. There will be the first blood. Dashy plays the spawn. He's moving around. No need for another one. But now the game plan is up in the air. Man advantage to the Heretics.
Well,
where's Renkor?
Well, he heard 2 behind him. Renkor is just chilling mid. You know, who cares about the bomb plant? You had a 3v2.
Can he play this? Who can Shotzzy? Close together here. Shotzzy's got himself up in a top window position. Renkor's corner pays off. Here we go in the 1v3. Down! 25 seconds to get the defuse. Heretics alive.
And I'm sure both Hook and Shotzzy confused as to why Renkor is there. It's because he got the double kill. Heretics on the board.
3 rounds of search and destroy now successfully won here in this grand finals. They will need considerably more to stay alive in this matchup.
And the triple pinch through that B bomb site, I think also catches OpTic off guard. Dasher might have hit the stun on a single player, but after he hits the snipe, you're just he was ready for player number 2. It's player number 3 that took the deepest route to catch you off guard. So Heretics mixing things up. Good enough to get this first round. We'll see if that can turn into some momentum.
Here's another mix-up. Absolute pressure. Endless pressure. Shotzzy upstairs. A-bomb site still loaded. Dashy's going to make his way through to the lobby in a second. He runs into nothing but trouble. Lovely work there from Super on the first blood. And Shotzzy, oh dear. No gift! Slammed by Real. Renkor finds his. And now Mercules needs to find an ace to win the round. Ace and a defuse. Here at the Esports World Cup. Mercules playing this as delicately as he possibly can. 20 seconds. 15. A sound attempt, and the Heretics have found a way on Den to win 2 rounds.
Good plays. Shout out to the smoke grenade. Just dropping the aim assist from Shotzzy and Real. Absolutely wicked work. It's had a solid series, all things considered. And Super, of course, leading the charge with the MPC. Nice to have happen. And now that I think about it, that's one of the first times you actually get to see the difference in the smoke grenades between Codcaster and the individual POV.
Each individual has a different experience.
Yeah, very fun.
Vamos. See, my Spanish is getting better. Single round separating our teams here on Den. A battle by the B-bomb site, and Metals made a tough stuff there on the first blood. And the second. Hook's next up to the plate. Does he have what it takes to bring down these players? Metals is so banged up. Finally down. And Hook looking for another. No good. Dashy in a 1v3.
Yeah, great job by Real to stay alive. Yep, inside a tin. Metals sets you up. The remaining Heretics players knock you down 3 rounds in a row for Team Heretics.
It's 3 in a row. Who are these guys? Where are we? What's happening? How? Where and why? What have you done with the Heretics? Because this team knows what they're doing.
They're grouping up together and flying. They are saying andale and getting after it very quick. Another stack on the B-bomb site. This time they don't have to go for the full retake over towards A. And I think now they've shown enough pressure and presence on the defensive end. OpTic gonna have to start to mix things up. Back in the attacking round, Super. He's going to take a peek, take a gander, misses the shot. Now he has to keep it out.
I mean, he came so close to that first kill. Wow. Mr. B-bomb site now on the attack. Real in a delicate dance with 3 members of OpTic here. He's got to get at least one of these, and he's got himself nothing. While technically Dashi does take care of Hook. Man advantage OpTic here on the B-bomb site.
Giving the credit to the map on that one.
Gravity claims another.
This could be Super's moment with the snipe. We've been waiting for it. This will be bomb plant. And he's got the perfect angle because they are coming through Dojo.
Here we go. He gives it up. He wants a better angle to work with. Or are we going to retreat? There's the intel. Snap. Nade. Beautiful work from Metals. And it's a 1v1 with 30 seconds to play. Mercules is gone for the defuse. And the crowd is doing its darndest to tell him. But it was a fake! Mercules! He's been on the receiving end of that before. And that's a lesson you do not forget.
Mercules, the meta adaptation. Hops it. You know, I think he might be expecting the crowd to be on his side, but different pockets. We're just toxic here in Paris. It's truly all it is. And he makes the right play, the right read. The adaptation is good.
I mean, Shots, he still could have said the crowd will let us know. The crowd will let us know. Wow, OpTic. What a way to break the spree. 4-3 now. 2 rounds away from a championship.
It's unfortunate. We're going to have to find a way to, kill it for the crowd in the future. Just unlucky what it's turned into.
We just turned the broadcast off for everyone in the venue. Metals up.
Great first blood.
One part here from Moot. Love this. Oh, and he takes just a little bit too much. Unable to finish it. Oh, wow. Heretics have come swinging in this round. Merc's about to run into a Rencor. Heretics. A fantastic bounce back. Are they starting to believe?
They're playing at light speed, Miles. Just so fast, so aggressive. They had back-to-back defensive rounds, tripling up on the B site, flying through it nice and aggressive. And with that success, they just mix it up. They go through mid. What happens to OpTic on the offensive push? Well, they triple stack the B bomb site. They're ready for the fight, ready for the pressure. And I mean, Dashi's spidey senses, he's probably turning to check that in maybe just a second, has spotted anything, but Heretics are just so fast. It is difficult to play against this speed.
Super. A different look in this round. We're seeing OpTic still take that mid-map pressure. And Shotzi is going to be more than curious on this side of the map. He's got himself to the front side of Couches. A superb spot to catch an errant member of the Heretics on the attack. A-bomb site, all yours, boys. Dashi's going to investigate. Shotzi now has options. Will he chase the red dot he's now sensed? But he'll pass Real in that moment. Away bomb plant and a very unusual map to look at.
And I think OpTic might be far enough away that the game clock is going to kill them in this round.
They have to move. The lobby play is going to be big. Real is going to yield results. Surprise, Hook. First blood.
Now the next two are going to be forced. And Shotzi's going to have to chase, but Real's just too patient. Now you're going to have to fly into the bomb site. It's not a fun situation. The trades are good, and Heretics, man, they got that A-bomb plant again, able to execute.
Wait a minute. 2v2. Smoke now. Oh, it's getting ugly. 1v1.
Yeah, can't do it.
The blade. And it's done. Heretics map point.
Just so quick on the play call, and OpTic guessed wrong. I think it was, well, number 4. I believe it was Real that they leave towards lockers, still making a little bit of noise. So Shotzi just effectively pinches the wrong direction. And once Real pulls that disappearing act, well, again, the game clock just too easy to play around. Rencor gets the stamp on that round.
I was expecting a reaction here from the Heretics coaching staff.
It's not done.
Job's not done. Map point. OpTic absolutely all in on the B-bomb site, fully committing to this one. First blood and the bomb plant now. A nade to to the back line, delivers. Shotzi on for the attack. Here we go. Last man left alive, Real, and the pressure insurmountable right now for the Heretics to handle.
And he is an M15. He's going to want to pick up a different weapon if he can. He just doesn't have a lot of time.
This looks like a round 11. Unless the back pedal. Real. Step by step. Moment by moment. Real! What an unbelievable round from the young man. He's cleaved OpTic man by man. That is a career highlight play.
Gotta tip it, man. 1v3s on Dennis and D at EWC, saying the alphabet at this point, but they have been a special sight to see. Real just gets given the goods. I mean, Hook just moves. There's no need to. You're thinking he's going to wrap. The timing gets weird. He catches the freebie, and with no time on the clock, I mean, listen, he sprints at him. Just hunts these two players down. Great tags on Dashy. He's forced to back away. Merc tries to run, gets tags on him.
Fucking go, man! Let's go! Let's go!
To run at a pair of world champions and hunt them down. What a special play.
That's unbelievable. That was a truly incredible play. You don't get a whole lot of those. He really did manage to take on those two players at the same time. Not a lot of men could do that. Vamos, the Heretics, they finally find a search and destroy.
The spark they needed. It was a 1v3 on the fringe in a round 11 that has helped kickstart their entire tournament run. It is Real that he was able to stretch his way to help make it to the grand finals. And now that his muscles are a little bit looser, he is flexing on the main stage against OpTic. They are still alive.
No more knots, feeling loose, feeling free, and a step closer to the trophy. We've really earned that round, earned that map. Heretics finally finding their form once again. Back to the firing range, back to our coaching staff, passing their wisdom. JP, have the headset on right now. Coach Karma to his right, getting ready to guide the boys in the trenches. He will be the man on the front line. Coach Methods there for the Heretics. Final moments again, just to prepare the boys. OpTic are still on tournament point. One more is all they need. As we now play Den for one last time. Every mode on this map, 3 in a row.
An interesting year for the Heretics. They had a good deal of success last year, on land especially. A couple top 3 placements looking fantastic. I can't remember the specifics, but you know, drama when Real leaves the team and goes to effectively a Spanish organization in COI. So a little bit of rivalry, but the way they spoke about it after was not how the players necessarily wanted it to go down. They got the band back together and they didn't have the best champs. It took a bit to kickstart it, but they've been impressive stuff here. And obviously the reason Real came back on the team, it is for moments like that. So that we will be staying on Den, the triple dose. And the final time we will see this map in Black Ops 7. I don't know if this is my favorite map or if it's Scar. I can't decide.
It's okay.
But I do know at the start of the year when we looked at Den, we were like, we should open up the roof side of the map and have like a route through mid. It feels a little bit weird. No, that was the right call. Shout out to, you know, the game designers who do it for a living. They're a little bit smarter.
Brittany. Thank you for your incredibly hard work, team. Another hard point.
Oh my God.
And it's happening. We're going absolutely wild. Now again, if the Heretics can win this map, we will go to a final map. Gridlock Search and Destroy after this. If OpTic win it, the tournament ends here.
And what's interesting about the best of 9 format, anyone is going to have nerves on the main stage. Of course they're going to have nerves for their first little stint in a grand finals. With the length that it is for a best of 9, I mean, you just get it flexed out. You just get to get used to it. Guns shooting hot. That is a 23-second to nothing lead start for the Heretics. OpTic, though, they've taken over the time, and they've taken over those left side spawns.
We've seen this on a few hardpoint maps. in this series alone. Fantastic leads can evaporate immediately with one solid hold, but so far the Heretics are finding good amount of success here on this second. Now open to business. 23 will increase second by second onto Dashi, and the spawn's now on the left-hand side for OpTic to try to break this hold. The Heretics looking all right so far. Rencor in the feed. Perfect nade work there from Shotzi and Dashi, a trio of lethals thrown. There's the break.
You want the trophy at the end of this series, and you would love a trophy on the initial P2. A punishing moment, but well coordinated from OpTic. They know what they were dealing with. And Dashi actually keeping the M15 out, at least off spawn. Maybe picked it up off the ground, but hey, the right gun for the right job in the right moment.
Whoa.
Shooting bullets, raining out lead. Good enough to trade out medals here. It is a scrappy final stretch of this P2. Dashi sticking with the M15. Nope, not the right gun for the job. Final 15, it's getting chalked up. It is going to the Heretics. Have about a 25-point lead on the rotation.
Point lead and a lead in the kills department as well. They're far more productive. The energy from that Search and Destroy win now bleeding through in a hard point. Den, a special place right now for the Heretics. Thank God the Overload's gone, because that was a beatdown.
Dashi wins the gunfight. It's going to be a staggered push from Heretics. 3 players in Dojo. Shotzi working with who? It's the bait and switch, and it's good to wipe him off the board. They did not wait for Real to get in the mix. That is a 4-man wipe, and they have flipped the spawns. A momentary mishap. And OpTic, well, they take full control, but scrappiness for the final 30 seconds of this P3.
Scrappy, but again, still interested to see where OpTic are at right now. What a insane finals it has been so far. Let's go for a quick check-in with Fly Saudia.
Alright, one guy's behind us. One guy's definitely like. Watch out, outer. Half health outer.
Go in.
Yo, one guy's bottom red.
Yeah.
Did you kill him?
Yeah.
What is that?
Bottom red.
Nice, that's three. Last guy Rio.
Probably near.
Last guy Rio. I'm just taking a shot, really.
They're playing through old one.
Is there multiple?
Two. I seen two.
He's bottom red on me, back door.
And super.
Oh, back door, nice.
I got this. Back up.
I know, we're good. I'm blocking.
Okay, Rancor's still.
Yo, bottom red. They are in the back. Ant.
Take your time. Just hold back door.
Backer. We spawn close. We got you.
Small. Not me. Challenge. Nice. Four.
I got time. I detonated back door, Kyler.
Okay, push.
I'm lucky. I'm coming with the trophy. It's a little bit delayed, though, okay? Close. I got stuck. One went red.
Small already.
Two red, it looks like. Red. Watch out. Two back door. Bump front. One bump front. Enter. Dead.
I'm going mid fast. I'm looking to go top left.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm looking at Jonas. I'm one shot. Enter.
Back door. Two back door.
Enter somewhere.
Yeah, enter. Two back door. Both weak. Keep it flying.
Back door, still there. He's my patio. Yeah, they're gonna go con. Leaving you, Brandon.
Already con. Real dead.
There's another one, 100%. We're gonna slip dragon.
Con. I'm staying down on time.
Stay down, Brandon. I'm hard blocking lobby side.
I have
taboo. I have 1 HP. There's a bottom red.
I'm 1 HP.
I'll pitch the guy con.
I'm trying to stay down.
Still got con.
Still con, Rank.
In their spawn. Yo, top broken. Last guy, and the other one's in their spawn. You have hill? Yo, could be top blue.
Top blue,
one shot. Top blue there.
Stay down. Birkin.
Play our side hill.
Yeah, bottom red.
Lobby dead.
Another guy was broken. We never killed medals.
Birkin. It's front lobby weak. Front lobby and on time.
On time, one shot.
Dashi has this weird ability to stand next to exploding Semtech grenades and not take any damage. That batsuit, well designed.
You got a little bit of help from Morgan Freeman to build that thing. 19 and 12, he finds the kill. Traded out immediately by Renko, gets a pair of his own. And now Heretics with 10 seconds to play here on P1 on our second set. We're looking towards second. OpTic had a lot of success here in the first run around. And Shotzi's turn, that stun, outrageous timing, and that's his hard point.
Shotzi is the Blues Traveler looking for his next trophy. Inside the time, great cooked up nade, dropped it right on his face and backing him down. 3 Heretics players in garage.
I mean, see how hard it is to bring it down. See how hard it is to break this hard point. Merc, woo, what a kill from Rencor. Dashi, NPC, looking solid but super. Just that. 35 seconds to play here on the second hard point, and we are looking at a lovely run from the Heretics.
Once again, the pace in this lobby, I mean, it's just light speed. It is everybody schmoving as fast as they possibly can. Nice shots there from Super, but simply overwhelmed. Final 20 seconds. all of that is going to be collected by OpTic. That is a massive chunk of scrap time. I think Metals even was thinking about maybe to go strip it away while his teammates rotate, and that might be a costly mistake. Hook hounding them on the new time, and he is shooting nukes. 20 kills for him.
Nearly gets another, but at this point in time, all he needs to do is buy that space and time for his teammates to get in towards that hard point. Set up now on point. Shotzi watching in the middle of the map for a second longer. Here come the Heretics through that direction. Dashy by Lockers. Uncharacteristically rocking it there with the NPC. 2 Heretics members left here. Now to 1. They've been super snuffed here on P3.
Bullied. Absolutely bullied. 50-point lead now for OpTic.
They're still running. The dojo cleaned up. OpTic safe on the right-hand side of the map. Heretics not giving up on the hit towards P3 just yet. Flying through the middle of the map. Real soars into the kill feed. Looking to bring down Dashi as well on the flank. That is ideal now for the Heretics. 15 seconds to play, and an onslaught now towards the top right. OpTic spawn out.
It's a good moment for Heretics, but they're going to need another. Have to win these gunfights, have to find their way through. Super, that is a fantastic win. His teammates now backing him up. Shotzi back down to his spawn. He is tucking himself in the corner. And I think Shotzi, I think he just did the outer wall run. No, maybe not. He's just chilling in the back spawns. Either way, 50-point lead has been maintained, and so shall be the spawns.
So shall be the spawns. Forward around now for Hook. The crowd starting to feel it. They're on their feet. A spree now. Dashi locking down the point. Mercules from the rooftops there, just holding the players at bay. The Heretics are starting to feel the pressure. The pulse quickens. The breath shortens. Decisions getting a little bit harder to make as the time ticks against them.
Well, 3 in the feed. We gave up the back spawns as the pinch was rolling through. Dashi stands tall, but gets gunned down from Metals. So final 20 seconds they're going to be able to get. It has just been sort of maintaining this 50-point margin. Wow, nice pickup there from Real. Wow. You get the win on Shotzi. Great shots from Rancor. Still, though, it is a 50-point gap between these two teams. Heretics, a little bit of life, a little bit of fight. But OpTic, obviously, these guys are flowing. They are crawling around this new time.
New set, new hard point. Back over to the middle of the map. On board with Rancor. Can't break anything here. Metals manages to get to the contest spot. So much pressure here. He's unable to find anything. Teammates make their way forward. Trades on point. And the hard point changes hands for a second.
Okay. Still the 50 points. They've eclipsed the margin. Worried about mid-cut is number 2. Real worried about the time. Gonna get it. Mid-cut taken care of. Good shoulders, but not good enough to actually win the gunfight. Rancor's gonna be there in the time. Mercules is gonna be good for 2, and the onslaught is coming.
Oh, here it comes. OpTic flying to the point. 20 to play here on P1. The P2 spawns are wide open. Thank you very much for that one, Hoop, to walk on their back. Gets the kill as well. My word, Super saves it all.
And instead of playing for the spawns, he goes for the chow, so that actually allows the Heretics to spawn up at the new time. A missed moment there. Still, though, a 50-point gap between these two teams.
We've seen 50 points evaporate fast. Evaporate like Super does under the frag grenade of Shotzi. Onto the time we go. But wait, it's Real and Metals finding the kills. Mercules dodges the blade of Rancor. Spawns in the back now for OpTic. The reinforcements are close. The attack is now on.
They're trying to hit this through garage. One guy's going to go through couches, but it's the solo chow. Super's going to give you 2. The wall bang is good. Oh! And the nade is even better. Devastating on P2.
Dashi gets another 3 on the life. 30 to play. The win can be found here.
Hercules out the front. Couch is covered. Pinch is covered. And Dashi continue to take over, looking for the championship.
Still battling. Still finding every possible second. Rancor from the rooftops. He needs to find some way to contest. He has to get in there. Dashi shuts the door in his face. Real dips a toe, but at 2:39, and now climbing. P3 must be watertight.
Well, Dashi, it's the classic. He's been doing it since the start of the year. Soaking up that old P2 time and calling in the Hellstorm.
A Hellstorm now. We call him Batman. It's another gadget on his utility belt. Heretics alive. They survived the attack. Merc from the dojo. The Sensei strikes alongside Hook and Shotzi. The last man, Rancor, slaughtered. The final moments. It's another night in Paris. Back-to-back EWC EWC Championships for OpTic Gaming. From the sands of Riyadh to the city of light and love, OpTic Gaming are once again the champions of the world.
Was a fun series, well fought by the Heretics. It was their first time in a grand finals, but 9 in a row there for OpTic.
OpTic Gaming, boys, you have been doing amazing right before you get to the trophy left. You have to break the ultimate key here, boys. Congratulations once again to OpTic, back to back for the green wall as they're heading to the key crusher. Who's doing it? It's gonna be Shotzi, the pride of the green wall of Texas. Heretics couldn't do much against the power of OpTic Gaming, the best team in the world. Obliterate Team Heretics. Boys, it's your moment. It's now. You're gonna get to lift your trophy and make sure to place your key inside it.
As OpTic make their way to the trophy. Back to back. What a performance from the green wall as they place their key. Paris, this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, your Call of Duty Black Ops 7 at the Esports World Cup champions, it's OpTic!
Mesdames et messieurs, vos champions de l'EWC Call of Duty Black Ops 7, ce sont les